Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Much love to you all. Shout out to you all, man. Please make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all pull up. That will be absolutely amazing. That's the only price of admission. We just come to have a quick conversation, to play catch up, to see how your Saturday is going. How's your Saturday going? Oh, it's going all right. Dude, my Saturday going all right. Yours going all right? Mine going all right. Both of ours are going all right. I just now got over a pretty bad cold. And so I was out of commission for a minute. So you might not have seen a whole bunch of videos on my channel in the last few days. I was down, bro. Pimp down, man down. But my wife was taking care of me, man. She was taking care of me. So brother is good now. What's going on, guys? Cataleo, what's up? Dakota Barnett, what's up? Nameless. Phil James, Lisa Marie, what's up, Lisa Marie? Lauren C, JSV, Wagwan. Handsome Expressions, what's up, fam? HR, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Ronnie C, what's up? Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in. That would be absolutely amazing. I was just telling everyone before y'all pulled up that if you haven't seen any videos on this channel in the last few days, it's because it was a man down. I was down, bro. I was fighting with something in my body. I was fighting with something in my body, but my wife, she was taking care of me. She was taking care of me okay. So shout out to my baby. What's up, Ariel Marbury, Hannah Bride? Who else we got up in here? Huh? Drinking beers. Okay, Mr. 101 Beers. William Stevenson, what's up? Mrs. Cubby, what's up? Van, keep your eyes on Nikki Haley and Dean Phillips. They're going to join together. They're going to join together. It's going to be crazy. Why though? Why should I care about them? Are they going to be a solution that I should probably consider following, or will they just make the race more interesting? Because a lot of people care more about the race being more interesting. Pimp in distress, man down, code red. I love you all in the family reactions. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, hit the like button for me. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 200 if we can. Okay, as you saw on the thumbnail, we have something specific to talk about, or Pacific, if you will. Okay, some people like to be all proper, so Pacific to the people who are all super proper. And also, guys, I want to show y'all this: the new welfare boy sweatsuit came in, man. I want y'all to go check it out now. In the same place where y'all go to get the hats and everything, the new sweatsuit just now came, and I want to show y'all this. Look, 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 look. All right, so check out the new sweats, man. Yeah, got the new sweats on. This new welfare boy sweats fits real comfortably and everything. Y'all go and make sure y'all get y'all one of these bad boys. Yeah, it's cozy, nice and cozy. All right, let me go ahead and switch this back over to the main camera again. Okay, and we're back. All right. All right, make sure y'all hit the like button. That would be absolutely amazing, guys. I don't know why the likes aren't moving up, but maybe that's just on my end, maybe not on your end. But back to you all. So we got something real that we want to check out. And if y'all know of anything else that you want me to check out, please let me know. All right. You shouting can be loud. It's the votes that counts. You shouting can be loud. Okay, I got you. I voted for Trump today. Okay. All right, Thomas. Why did you vote for Trump? Why you ain't vote for Biden? Huh? You got something against Joe Biden? You got something against our benevolent president, Joe Biden? Huh? The same guy who beat the crap out of Corn Pop? Huh? Please let me know how y'all doing today. Also, give me one blessing of yours, please. I woke up this morning. I got a roof over my head. I have a career. I'm in good health. My wife is alive. My husband is alive. My children are alive. They are alive. They are living okay. My grandkids are okay. My grandparents are okay. My sister is okay. My brother is okay. You know what I mean? I got a car to drive. I got a refrigerator. There's food in the refrigerator. I got food in the freezer. I got teeth. I might be missing 31 of them, but at least I got one of those bad boys. I got hair on my head still. That's still important to me. All right. I look better than corn pop. It don't matter. Whatever your blessing is your blessing. Yes, let me know them blessings. Let me know them blessings. Amen. Jesus loves me. That's definitely a blessing. Living in a red state, I don't know if that's a blessing. Okay. I don't know if living in the red state is a blessing. I'm just saying. I never lived in never lived in a red state. I'm a black man. Black men don't live in red states. Red states are racist to black men. That's why we got vote blue. All black men, you got to vote blue because the red states not going to treat you right. Red states are not going to treat you right. If you're black, you got to vote blue, black men. All right, black men, y'all know what to do. Come election time, vote blue. I can't believe I was like that before, man. I promise you that. It just cracks me up now, man. I promise you. It cracks me up. All right, so everybody's blessed. I got some nice teeth. Okay, you blessed. Who said that? Michael's World. Okay, much love to you for having nice teeth. Catalia says, today's blessings for me is that God sent his only begotten son so that I may be saved. Hallelujah. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. We just now had a little shouting fest right there. I retired from the Army. Shout out to you. And thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Amazing, ain't it? Oklahoma is okay. I'm out of this. I'm out. This is nonsense. Hey, whoever said that, if you're still here, you should let me bid you farewell first before you just said I'm out. This is nonsense. All right. So we about to go and jump into it, guys. I just want to see these blessings come through. Because if you ever pull up on my videos and you don't care for me talking about the Lord, I apologize. I love God. I'm not trying to sell you God. I'm not trying to turn anybody over. If you're a Buddhist, if you're anything else and you don't believe in Christ, listen, that's not my business. It's not my business. But I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continuously be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me and let us exalt his holy name together, because I'm going to praise his name. And if that offends anybody, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Amen. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Listen, I told y'all, listen, I'm not selling Jesus to anybody. This is just me. I'm just happy, man. I was sick for the last couple of days, and now I'm back. Please, and stop me from saying too much. Okay. We about to do our first story. Let me go ahead and pull this bad boy up because we about to get it popping. And if y'all know of anything else that y'all want me to check out, or you want me to visit, please let me know and we'll check that out too. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click that like button as well. We got a new joint where Joe Biden, our benevolent president, hallelujah, thank you for Joe, he was at another black church making his rounds for the black vote. Oh, where we going now? A black barbershop? Okay. Where we going now? A black barbecue? Okay. Where we going now? A black church? Okay. Where we going now? We going to a hopscotch competition? Okay. Where we going now? A double dutch competition? Okay. Where we going now? The Soul Train? Okay. Where we going now? BET Awards? Okay. Where we going now? Where we going now? Chicken and waffles? Huh? Where we going? We going to DC to get some mama sauce? Where we going? We going to the hood? Come on, bro. This right here is pandering 1000%, bro. But anyway, let's go ahead and check it out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below.
Darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
That was footage from a speech President Biden gave at Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina yesterday.
And this story, I just want to say right quick, this story right here is coming from The Hill YouTube channel. So if you want to go see it, it's already on The Hill YouTube channel. You can feel free to go check it out. All right. But for our own commentary, so we can have a conversation with you all while we're live streaming, I would love for you to stay with me. Okay. Sometimes these guys, to me, are hit and miss. But for the most part, they seem to be pretty much in the middle, because they got one person that argues from the side of the left. They got another person that argues from the side of the right. And they are pretty fair. Like, they allow one another to say what they have to say. I enjoy those type of conversations. That's just me.
Yesterday, the historically black church in site of Dylan Roof's racist 2015 massacre served as a staging ground for the president to try to rally voters in the state ahead of the 2024 election.
Watch this.
Now, MSNBC host and former Biden aide Simone Sanders lashed out at protesters at the church, saying Mother Emanuel AME is hallowed ground in the AME church community. In Charleston especially, the shock of people in the crowd at protesters yelling out while President Biden was speaking from the pulpit cannot be overstated. I, too, couldn't believe it. The president's
Simone Biles, I think she's a big supporter of Joe Biden, I believe. And so she had a huge issue with them making a mockery out of Joe Biden. Not necessarily the church. Not necessarily church, because people are going to be protesting in and out of the church. But yeah, this is about Joe Biden.
Poll numbers continue to stay stagnant. A new AP poll suggests that many Democratic voters would be unsatisfied if Biden were nominated as the Democratic candidate for president, while more independent voters would be dissatisfied if Biden were nominated than Trump.
Why would they ask that on a poll? Will you be dissatisfied if he's the one that's nominated? How dissatisfying will it be if he was to drop out of the race, or if he was to be the one? Why are we asking soft? I was about to say soft. Okay, I was about to say a word that's not supposed to be said, not especially on live stream. See. Thank you, God. I appreciate you. You protected me just now. Thank you so much, Lord. Hallelujah.
Well, the polling hits keep coming. Future Majority reports Trump is up 6 points in crucial swing state Pennsylvania, while Rasmussen reports shows large swaths of voters, nearly 2/3 of voters, see the crisis at the southern border as an invasion, a critical failure point for Biden as immigration continues to rank very highly as an important issue for voters. Here to discuss Biden's re-election chances and polling data is host of the Savvy Saps podcast, Sabrina Salvati. Welcome back, Sabrina.
Now, what this lady is about to say is not going to shock a lot of, if you're a Republican, if you're conservative, or if you're leaning right, and you already understand where this country is right now and where we've come 3 years ago. All right, where we've come, the trajectory since 3 years ago. We're not going to say what was the difference 3 years ago. I'm not trying to start no sugar honey iced tea, okay? But this lady right here is about to break it down. All right. I'm not going to skip it. I'm just going to play it. Okay, let's go.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on.
Always great to see you. First, why don't you address this dust up at the church and the complaints from some people like Simone Sanders that this was inappropriate given the setting?
The nerve of Joe Biden to appear at a black church after he has reneged on the promises that he made to the black community when he ran for president in 2020. He has some gall. This just goes to show you, if you look at the protesters that were in the audience of that church, those were younger voters. It shows you that once again, Joe Biden has not found a way to connect with young voters in this country. Most of the people in that audience are older voters, which is what you would expect if you go to a lot of the black churches, predominantly in the South. But we can't be mistaken. Jim Clyburn is sitting there right next to Joe Biden, almost as a sidekick, so to speak. And Jim Clyburn bears the responsibility of some of this as well, because he was the one that told his constituents to support Joe Biden in 2020, because Joe Biden was going to deliver for the African-American community. I actually graduated from the University of South Carolina, but I didn't grow up in South Carolina.
Modern Renaissance man is here. Hey, brother, grab this link, man. Pull up. That's for Modern Renaissance Man. Modern Renaissance Man, pull up. I just now saw you. You had a daggone. You was on stage with Kelly McEnany. Did you tell? Did he was on stage with Kelly McEnany? Okay, I told y'all I wasn't going to daggone. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're about to go right through this. My bad.
So I never really understood the admiration for someone like Jim Clyburn. People would say to me, it's because he hosts a fish fry. You can fry your own fish. This just goes to show you how little we are willing to settle for in the Black community.
You hear that? So don't get all offended when Donald Trump puts out some brand new shoes, and then on Fox News, one of the anchors says, well, this right here will get the attention of the Black vote because Black people love some good shoes, some nice looking sneakers. So it made it seem like, you had all of Black IG, Instagram, and all of Black Twitter. Like, come on, bruh. Are they really saying that that's all it takes to get our vote is some nice sneakers, some gold sneakers? If we put out some gold sneakers, then automatically you get our vote? That's what they're saying. All it takes is for me to come to your restaurant and shake your hand and eat some chicken with you, and you're gonna vote for me, huh? All it takes is for me to come to your church and lie and act as if I grew up in the Black church and I'm Southern Baptist and I love Black peoples. And you're going to go and vote for me. Period. It's like they think that this is they've been giving you stuff like, oh, this not going to work. Let's give them something else. Oh, this not going to work. Let's give them something else. Oh, this not going to work. Let's give them something else. Oh, this not going to work. Let's give them something else. It seems like this is working. We put a Black lady as the VP. This is okay. We got a Black lady as the VP. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. All right, so my bad. Let's play.
We need to start asking these leaders, some of the Black leaders, what are they doing for the community today? And Jim Clyburn is not doing much for the community today. His district is one of the poorest districts in the country. Meanwhile, Jim is living just fine.
Anna P, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat. You need to pull up for a conversation too. We haven't had a conversation in a long time. You definitely need to pull up, Anna P.
So I think people like him have led us down this path. They've had us continue on the same path that we've been doing.
My internet is interneting. My internet is interneting. It's okay though. It's okay. Basically what she's saying is Joe Biden has been lying to the Black community for a long time just to receive their votes. And then once he got the votes, he didn't do anything he said he was going to do for the Black community. All right. But supporters of Biden will tell you that he did everything he said he was going to do. He was the best president in the world. Donald Trump left him with a horrible bag on him, and he took care of it like on a what? Like he was able to take care of it, and like nobody else would have been able to take care of it. So I just now had somebody interview me about this, and they said, listen, Joe Biden is the best president we've had in a long time. And I'm like, what? Are you sure? But they knew to say that to me because I'm not a political guy. I'm just listening for the conversation of it all, and then I go do my research after the fact. But I need to become more of a student of this. I guess I'm a student, but I'm still kind of stuck in my ways. Like I'm like at a crosshairs right there. I don't know.
For the past couple decades, which is why we haven't received any type of progress when it comes to politics in this country. Now, in reference to Simone Sanders, we have to remember.
My internet is interneting, guys. My internet is interneting.
Remember, Simone Sanders was Joe Biden's senior advisor when he was.
Come on, internet. Don't do that. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Father God, in the name of Jesus. Come on, guys.
Running for president for 2020. Yes. She was hoping that she would get.
Thank you so much, Max P. And Anna P, I don't know if you heard me or not, but you need to pull up so we can have a conversation from time to time. We haven't in a while. You need to pull up. And something is stopping this video from playing forward. Don't know what it is, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're definitely going to get to the bottom of it. All right? We're going to get to the bottom of it. It's buffering, going back and forth right now. So, yeah. But anyway, so what I'm doing is playing the video from the Hill, and they are just simply saying they have a young lady who's speaking, letting us know that she's just tired of the fact that the Democrats themselves, specifically Joe Biden and his crew, continues to promise Black America everything, the whole freaking world, and never come through with what they promise. I don't know why my computer is buffering like this.
Pan
Here we
out
go.
for her. He gave that to Jen Psaki instead. And it
Here we
almost
go.
seems like they gave her an MSNBC position kind of to just quiet her for so much of a bit. But
Shut
this
the
is
doors.
Simone Sanders' job. She is still.
Come on, baby. Come on, internet. What I do to you today? I've been out of commission for the last few days. Like what you want me to just keep on going? Don't ever come back? Is that what you want? Sheesh, brother, I don't know what to say. This is crazy. My internet has been acting fine all week, and now I decide to go live, and it's going crazy on me. So yeah, don't know what to say. Yeah. So this sucks. So yeah, let me go and see if I can fix this.
To carry weight for Joe Biden to defend him at all costs. And when she makes this.
Come on. Come on. It's Evie Mux. That's what it is. Because as soon as I remove it, it starts to play. Let me put it down like this. Okay. All right. So it's acting foolish for some strange reason. I don't know what it is, but we're going to fix it. Just a simple technical difficulty, but it's only because we started this off talking about God. And that means that a blessing is on the way whenever Satan sends a distraction, something to break up the flow of things, right? And we're not going to allow that to happen. That just means that a huge blessing is on the way. They knew that me and modern Renaissance man was about to start talking, Dr. Ty. They knew that we was about to be talking. And they was like, nah, we can't let that happen at all. And then we got Anna P. Hey, listen, just pull up. Just you ain't. I know you keep on sending 20 after 20. We know you. We know you flowing in the money. We don't need you to remind us that. We don't like you now because you rich. We don't like rich people. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. But maybe you should pull up anytime. I just now put the link out there. If you want to click on it, you can pull up. Modern Renaissance man was going to pull up as well, and this will probably be a good time to tell you guys about this right here. Hold on one second. All right, so y'all know I've been asking people to reach out to me with the word coach because we've been helping people grow on YouTube, right? Well, one gentleman that we've been helping, he had 2 subscribers on December 26th. Today is February 24th. That's January 26th, February 26th. That will be 2 months total. He's already at 45,000 subscribers on his channel. 45,000 subscribers on this channel, man. See, some of y'all think I be playing. Some of y'all think I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this YouTube stuff. I actually do. Huh? Huh? I know some things. I know some things. So pull up on me, man. And join some of our coaching groups, group calls. It would be absolutely phenomenal to have y'all. But hit me up with the word coach. We could set up a conversation and go from there. But shout out to all them guys, man. Shout out to Deshaun. Shout out to Celeste, Linda, Trish. Shout out to River. Shout out to Lee J. Shout out to all them guys, man. It's just so dope. And we got some amazing ones that's up and coming as well. It's gonna be so dope. It's gonna be dope, man. But yeah, let me go and take this flyer off because I'm not trying to pitch you guys at all. What I actually want to do is play these videos and have a great conversation with y'all. But unfortunately, my computer is acting up and won't allow me to be great. So let me see exactly what's going on. And I'm about to do a live internet test. Okay. We got to test the internet, guys. Here we go. Let's test the internet. So soon as I stopped sharing the screen, it started playing. Soon as I stopped sharing the screen, it started playing, man. Let me share it again. Let me pull it back over here. Soon as I stopped sharing the screen, it started playing again. Wow.
About genocide, Simone. I'm more concerned about our tax dollars being spent to fund these wars abroad.
Yep. 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 Soon as I stopped sharing it. Soon as I stopped sharing it, it stopped playing again. This is ruining my live stream. Don't do this to me, brother. I don't like this at all. All right, let me see. Ball, sorry, but boss good moves too. Huh? Ramona Kazvanov, speak English, god dang it. What the heck was that? In the task of your browser. Let me see. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to take this down, put this up. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna open one window. Yeah, this is live troubleshooting right here. I've done it many times. You know what I mean? This ain't no Tim Pool, live stream. This is LFR family. We have had to jump into the weeds of, finding out exactly what was going on at the same time and keeping the party going. You're like, man, this is the most ghetto. Hey, call it what you want. I love the ghetto. So, hey, call it ghetto if you want. All right, let's see what happens. All right, come on, lady, with the red lipstick. All right, let me bring it down. Pull it back up. Let's see what happens. And then it switched over my users and everything. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I done fixed it. Don't go anywhere. Party ain't over. I fixed it. I think. I hope. Come on, Jesus. I know you. If I didn't fix it, I know Jesus can fix it.
And Jim Clyburn bears the responsibility of some of this as well, because he was the one that told his constituents to support Joe Biden in 2020 because Joe Biden was going to deliver for the African-American community. I actually graduated from the University of South Carolina, but I didn't grow up in South Carolina. So I never really understood the admiration for someone like Jim Clyburn. People would say to me, it's because he hosts a fish fry. You can fry your own fish. This just goes to show you how little we are willing to settle for in the Black community. We need to start asking these leaders, some of the Black leaders, what are they doing for the community today? And Jim Clyburn is not doing much for the community today. His district is one of the poorest districts in the country. Meanwhile, Jim is living just fine. So I think people like him have led us down this path. They've had us continue on the same path that we've been doing for the past couple decades, which is why we haven't received any type of progress when it comes to politics in this country. Now, in reference to Simone Sanders, we have to remember Simone Sanders was Joe Biden's senior advisor when he was running for president for 2020. She was hoping that she would get that press secretary gig. That didn't pan out for her. He gave that to Jen Psaki instead. And it almost seems like they gave her an MSNBC position kind of to just quiet her for so much of a bit. But this is Simone Sanders' job. She is still supposed to carry weight for the Democratic Party.
If you don't like this post, you ain't black. If you don't like this live stream, you ain't black.
To carry weight for Joe Biden, to defend him at all costs. And when she makes this statement that she's more concerned about the protesters that confronted Joe Biden, I'm more concerned about genocide, Simone. I'm more concerned about our tax dollars being spent to fund these wars abroad. I'm more concerned about the fact that the Democratic Party till this day refuses to give any type of real concessions to the African American community. Those are the things that Simone Sanders should be.
The internet just keep interneting, man. I don't know what's going on, bro. I really don't know what's going on. We about to have to do a live internet speed check. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's do a live internet speed check right quick because hold on, let me see. Internet speed. That's what we're going to check the internet speed right quick. Let's do this one. Yeah, we got to see what the internet speed look like. Because I don't want I don't want no more companies trying to hit me up talking about, Van, your speed is trash. What's going on? Let's test this internet speed, what it's like, man. Here we go. Okay. So my internet is pretty fine. All right. So yeah, I'm straight, right? Okay, cool. So my speeds are fine. My speeds are just a-okay. So yeah, I don't know what the issue is. So as y'all see, if you're one of those people out there that's talking about, Van, your internet is trash. No, it's not. Stop being a jerk. No, it's not. It's not trash. But there y'all go, man. I just wanted y'all to see that right there because that was just another young black person that's just letting y'all know what it really is. The black community is just, we need to take things a little bit more seriously. That's it. Actually know what you're voting for before you vote for it. And I'm talking to myself as well. I voted for Joe Biden. So am I partially I'm partially the reason that all of these illegal immigrants are flooding the border right now. Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm doing conservative conversations in the first place, is because I'm trying to figure out what the truth is and trying to understand why the hell was I in the thought process I was in when I voted for Joe Biden. Why is my speed up here? Is because my internet keep interneting and I don't know what's happening while I'm live streaming with my people. And I wanted to show them a couple of stories that runs parallel to what I'm talking about. And I'm having issues. So not sure what's going on and not sure of how much I will be able to use of this later on, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Trust me, we will figure it out. All right. But we got some good stuff to check out anyway. All right. But I did see that my guy just now came out with a new joint that I would love to check out with y'all. And then we're going to go to something else. All right. Because, yeah, let me go ahead and like this before I check it out. And I already know it's going to start giving me issues, but we're going to try to see what it does in the first place. All right. But apparently, people are trying to say that Trump is considering Vivek, Mr. VR, Ramaswamy.
It's important to put a marker down and say that you actually have accomplished a very important firing. because Ronna McDaniel is going to apparently resign after the South Carolina primaries. And the first person to publicly call for that from the RNC stage was Vivek.
Thank you, guys.
And so before we get to 75% of the federal government, the guy's already fired someone that we all wanted to lose their job.
Thank you.
That's pretty based. Parting messages to Ronna, but more importantly, all that salt aside, the future of the Republican Party. How do we fix it? What is that future? What does it look like? Because you're going to be there to help craft it.
Right. So I think we as a Republican Party have grown lazy. And I don't just mean lazy in the Ronna McDaniel sense of lazy, though that applies too. But I mean lazy in a deeper sense of defining who we even are and what we actually stand for. We cannot anymore just be running from something. We have got to be running to something. And the left is very good at this. You got to give credit where credit's due. They'll give you a vision. It's not the right vision, but they'll give you something. Race, gender, sexuality, climate. And we're sitting here criticizing that vision without offering an alternative vision of our own, right? What do we stand for? Individual, family, nation, four-letter word called God, right? I think that beats race, gender, sexuality, and climate if we have the courage to stand for something. And so that's what I'm leading us to. That's what Donald Trump is leading us to. The people we elect to run the government should run the government. They owe a moral duty to the citizens of this country. Public service is about serving the public, not yourself. And national pride, nationalism, I'll say it, doesn't have to be a bad word when it's grounded on the greatest ideals of a nation known to man. That's what we stand for as Republicans. And with that, we're going to dominate this thing. So that's where I'm at. Thank you.
The night that you decided to suspend your campaign, you endorsed Donald Trump on stage. And now, ever since then, 24 hours later, you joined Trump on stage. And everybody starts yelling VP, VP, VP at you with Donald Trump on stage. Since then, Trump calls you a dynamo. Trump says, Vivek, he's perfect, he's perfect. You've clearly become close because y'all are strolling in as a couple with Melania and Apoorva into Mar-a-Lago last weekend. And Trump speaks really highly of you. Trump doesn't speak very highly of a lot of people who ran against him for president. Just look at Chris Christie, see Chris Christie, right? Donald Trump says that Ron DeSantis should be like manning a pizza place or something like that.
Why does Chris Christie hate Donald Trump? Can y'all let me know that in the comments? Anyone? All right? Anyone. So I can post your comment on the screen.
And Donald Trump is obviously going really hard at Nikki Haley right now. What's your relationship like with Donald Trump? How has that changed since you decided to suspend your campaign? What's that ongoing process? Because I want to ask a question probably for the people here in the room right now and certainly for my audience, which is everyone wants that energy, that Vivek energy that we saw on the stage. We want that energy infused into the party, right? Like, we want that infusion, not the kind of infusions Joe Biden gets every night, okay? Different. We want that young energy, quick-witted, spry. You're sitting there going, Kristen Welker, you're a Russia collusion gate hoaxer. Why are you asking questions at a Republican debate, right? Why isn't Tucker Carlson asking a question? Why isn't Elon Musk asking a question?
And why is Ronna McDaniel hiring these clowns to actually run our party and run our party's debates? But I'll tell you this is, so Donald Trump, we've gotten to know each other much better over the last year and even much better over the last month and a half or so. And I will say that I have been most impressed. I mean, there's a lot, everyone knows publicly about his policies and it was successful for the country. And, that's why he's the runaway likelihood to be the next president. What me the most about him is he's also actually very receptive to the best ideas presented to him in the right way. Right? He's not a guy who's just dogmatic, doesn't want to listen to other people. To the contrary, I think he's actually really open-minded to any idea that's going to make this country a greater country. Right? And so I think that that's actually the mark of a true leader. And one of my goals for
my internet is interneting.
This year is to do whatever small part I can to make sure the public that's voting for their president sees who that actual president is, rather than the filtered nonsense that much of the mainstream media has created for the American public. And if we do that in the next 10 months, I think this could be a Reagan 1980, 1984 style landslide for the country. And I think we're going to do our homework and deliver it. So that's what I think is happening.
There's only one Republican still running for president.
Accurate.
There's one secret Democrat running for president. And then there's a guy who doesn't know he's running for president.
That's Joe Biden, just in case y'all didn't know. There's a guy that's running for president that doesn't know that he's running for president. That would be our actual president.
But here's my question to you. We are in the great state of South Carolina. Yet, in our drive through this beautiful state, I didn't see a single Nikki Haley for president sign. Now that just shucks, because I can't square it, Vivek. I don't consider myself a particularly smart man, but you'd think that since she talks a lot about South Carolina, and since she claims to be from here, and this is her claim to fame, that there'd be more Nikki Haley signs. Why are there no Nikki Haley signs in this state?
So I've noticed something pretty interesting in this state is a lot of state representatives, people who have lived here for a long time. The longer they've lived here and the more they've known her, the less likely they are to actually want to vote for her. It's actually it's fascinating. It's actually really interesting. I met a guy earlier today who said that actually Nikki Haley personally called to ask for her support. His exact response to her was, "I would not vote for you for dog catcher, let alone for president." Somebody's known for 20 years. So these are just interesting observations from me. It's not a criticism.
Brother, I don't know if y'all see who's here, but I'm more than likely I'm just going to be quiet for a huge time that he's on here, because the brother is smart as hell, man. I hope that when you was on stage with Kelly McEnany that you told Emily Campagno that I said what's up. if she was there. If she wasn't there, cool.
No, she wasn't there. She wasn't there.
All right.
I sound pretty decent to everybody.
You sound perfect, bro. I hear you very well. And if I hear you good, I'm sure they hear you. Y'all hear Ty? Y'all hear him all right? Dr. Ty? Huh? Oh yeah, they hear you good, man. Okay. How you doing, man? What you got going on today? Are you broadcasting on your end too?
Yep. I'm streaming it to my side so everybody can see it too.
Please apologize to your people for me.
Say that again.
Please apologize to your people for me. My political acumen is not where it should be, but I'm trying to work on it, guys. So give me a little bit of grace.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna understand, because just what? 3 years ago, I wasn't into none of this stuff at all. Like, I didn't care about politics. All I cared about was taking care of my wife and my sons, and taking care of my, helping out my mentees in the community, everything like that. And on my channel, I used to always say, because whenever I talk about my, my values and what I do in the community, showing videos of what I'm doing in the community, people would always say different things like, wait, somebody's saying there's no sound. I'm confused.
Who said there's no sound? It's probably somebody was it more than one person that says no time? Ty is talking. Can y'all hear him at all? Yep, nice place. Somebody said you got a nice place.
Let me see something here.
Yeah, me neither. Can't unsee the truth. And okay, we can hear you. They can hear you on this side. Are people on your side saying that they can't hear you?
Yeah, but let me do something here real quick.
All right.
Maybe you guys can hear me now. I'm just checking on my side. Can you guys hear me now? Because we're gonna make sure we get this right, folks, because this is gonna be important, because I know a lot of people are gonna be tuning into this. Unconventional. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, there we go. They said, there we go. Okay, y'all can hear me now. On my channel, if you guys are seeing a black box, that's still me, but y'all are seeing me on LFR's channel as well. So I'm glad y'all can hear me now. And as for the one that's in here, you thought it was going to happen, Mr. K. You said, thank you, Jesus, for shutting them up. Aha. You see what Jesus did, though. So that wasn't Jesus, that was the devil.
That was the devil that was
And you and the devil need to quit being friends. But no, man, I'm glad to be back on here, man. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. And I heard you mention earlier with Kayleigh McEnany, but dude, it's been a lot of people. Now I'll just show y'all here real quick. Y'all know that guy?
Oh, that's is that Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Stage with him. Do you know this guy?
That's main man from IG.
David Harris Jr.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
he be getting. So you was there was you there all week?
Might have seen. Look, I got the same shirt on right now.
No,
and then Alan West.
Wow.
All of us spoke on the same stage, and then y'all know this guy from was it 1,000 Mules?
Oh, Dr.
D'Souza.
Yeah, D'Souza.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this has been a lot of things that's been going up here in Chicago, right? And dude, the thing is this.
You're a legend, man.
Say that again.
You're a legend.
I honestly, to be quite honest, man, it's crazy because all I'm doing, and just like anybody else, man, I just care about our fellow brothers and sisters, man. That's it. I don't care who they are, where they are. That's all I care about. So what happens is that when people see that and they notice that in you, of course, things start to get around and all these invites and everything start to come. But dude, yeah, I before Kayleigh McEnany spoke, I got to be the one to speak before her. There was like about, say, 8 different speakers, but they were like, we want you to be the one to speak before she comes because you're the energy that you bring and we need that. And so I'm not hating at all, but let's just say this.
You set it on fire, bro.
Dude. And when it was over with, when the whole thing was over with, you had people up there like, hey, we're not trying to say nothing about it because Kayleigh McEnany is lovely, but you notice that your line is longer than hers. Like, it was like people came up, hey, give me their card. Please tell me you're running for something. Please tell me you're running for please.
Get out of here.
It was a blast, man. But what it is that when it comes to what we call the politics world, what I used to always say to my subscribers before I even set foot in this realm, I used to say, I'm not into politics. I don't care about politics. I care about people ticks. I used to always say that all the time. So I wouldn't have even gotten into politics or anything like that at all had politics not came and tried to get into our world. So when they came trying to push all that dumb stuff in our church, our home church, for one, they thought that we were owned and that we were like pretty much regulated by the government. So what they did, they tried to come into our church and say, you guys are going to have to allow homosexuality to be taught in here and acceptance of homosexuality and all this. And we couldn't have got those people out there any faster. Blasted them out, and we dared them to go and try to call the government or anything on us. They tried that, but then they found out real soon we are not owned by the government at all. We own our own church. That's all of our stuff. Wow. That's our property. So you can't do anything about that. So we didn't let any of that nonsense come in there. So that's what opened me up saying, okay, look, I wasn't even caring about what y'all were doing or anything like that, but y'all came into our world trying to push all poison in us.
All right.
Y'all getting ready to get it back. And so that's what I said. That's when they woke a sleeping giant out of me. Like, dude, I wasn't even concerned about a lot of things. And then when it went from that, it turned into, they tried to have it to where, the video that I went viral on with the school board is whenever they try to push that CRT stuff.
The video he went viral on, bro. Yeah. You go viral every day. You go viral on every video every day, bro. Like that video I went viral on, you go viral every day.
Yeah, but you know what? What's amazing is that I'm finding out through a lot of people that they are doing their best to try to completely suppress it. But the thing is, it's too much now. You know what I mean? It's too much people like you, myself, other folks who are just, all we're doing is asking questions. Like, hey, this is kind of weird.
They don't want you to ask no questions. No, ask no questions.
No. Now look here, Negro. Don't you go asking no questions now. You hear? You stays right there in your part and do what you're doing, what we've been telling you to do.
We wrote down the questions we want you to answer. Ask these questions. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
You just do what we tell you to do. When we come to you and we say, hey, look at this, that's racist. You go out and you start telling everybody else that's racist. Don't think about it. Don't give no critical thought to it. Just do what we told you to do. You programmed animal. That's pretty much what it is if people don't look at it that way.
Can I ask you a question? So somebody want to get more into politics, but they don't want to get into politics. They want to get into people ticks, like you said. And I see that's good right there. Hopefully you copywrote it, because you might look on my channel and see me wearing the t-shirt. We got the new people ticks shirts. They're selling out. Nah, but what would you advise someone do if they want to get to the truth of it all? Like, they want to start doing research, and first steps, do this. This is where you go, because most places you go for information is either giving you far right information or far left information, and you want that
you want pretty much
that,
to me. Here's the deal. It's like this, man. It's not hard, and the reason why I say that is this. Okay, let's just say this. For one, don't go to any Google or anything. Google is going to give you about 10 pages of everything they want you to see, and it's going to be a whole bunch of left ideology from the jump. Unless you specifically know who you're looking for and who you're trying to get this information from, Google is going to give you what they want you to see. So, thank God I was born in the 80s to where I know what something called a library is. And it's something for the people that are watching. It may be in a younger age, born in the 2000s. A library is a place where you can go and get something physical called books. I'm not talking about a MacBook or a laptop. I'm talking about physical books that you have to read. And do y'all even know what
they got Google in that book
anymore? I mean,
they probably try to go to Google in that book. Like, where do we find Google in this book?
Right, trying to press the button to see if they can swipe the. It's like, no, that's actually printed ink, y'all. So you can't do that with the book. But what I would do is, if anybody know of anything locally, I mean, you can start with things that are like for the community. You can start with things in the community, like if you know of any Boys and Girls Club, any after school program. It's simply as going to anybody that's running one of those programs and just talking to them, asking them, who is it that's actually helping fund the after school program? Where are the donations coming from? And whoever those people are that are giving donations, write their names down, get their contact information. Then you get with those individuals. Hey, my name is such and such. I see that you donate to this after school program. Thank you for that. But I'm wanting to be a little bit more involved. So can you tell me, point me in the right direction? And then those individuals let you know, hey, well, I'm going to give you a hold of our state rep. And here's the state rep. Here's his phone number. Because these people, we don't even know this. Like in the hood, folks don't know this. These people work for us. But if we're not saying nothing to them and not complaining about nothing, a lot of times they assume, well, it must be okay. But we all know it seemed like it's okay until election time come around. Then all of a sudden they want to talk about all the things going on with Black people and how we're suffering, all this, just like right now. Me and a whole lot of other folks around the Illinois area, the Florida area, Missouri area, Tennessee area, we've been going around just pushing in. That's why you see right now, there's a huge, I'm not saying it's a huge like things where you're going to see a drastic turnover amongst Blacks, right? But tell me why, for the first time like in history, you starting to see a whole lot of Black folks like, hold on now. You have any idea how hard these people pressed to try to get me not to go and speak in all these different places across the United States? I mean, they were coming hard, man. I'm telling you, that's a sundown town. I don't know. That's what I would do to them. Hey, I'm to my folks, wolves in sheep's clothing. They'll come, hey, I love what you do. You're doing great for the community. But you know what? I'm just telling you right now, I wouldn't go to Minnesota, though, because those people there, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to Minnesota. Go to Minnesota. These folks, they want you to come and stay. They want to pay for everything, put you in the best hotel and all this and that. Then I'm talking to the extent to where LFR, man, they were even like saying, there were people there because they like, we know you probably heard rumors about us, but here goes 3 police officers, and we will have them stay in the hotel room next to you. And I'm like, it's not that serious. I'm not scared like that. It was like, well, we just didn't know how you felt. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm good. But my point in saying all that is that if you can produce a fear or anything like that in anybody to prevent them from taking those steps, they got you. And that's literally the same type of message I keep giving to my mentees. That's literally the same message that I even spoke at the TED Talk about. And what I did was this. I told them this. You know what got me out of the hood-like mindset? What got me out of the ghetto mindset? Because I was just like, man, these white people ain't gonna let us. I was all about the white man hating us and da-da-da-da-da. What got me?
My brother, man, he's still tired. I'm just now talking to him for like 45 minutes, and he was going through something. I just let him talk sometimes, and he was saying the same thing, and I was like, I love you, bro.
But I mean, see, and here's the thing. This is what I do. Until you go and test it, don't come and tell me something that was repeated to you, something that was said by somebody else. So everybody keep on saying it. Oh, since everybody's saying it, it must be true. But I've always been the kid that I actually had to go see. You can tell me right now, man, it is so nice outside. I'm the one, well, let me go out there and see. It's all right. Yeah, you're right. It's all right. But I'm not just going to assume because somebody that I may respect and really like, because they told me this, that I'm supposed to believe it because they said it. And then I like them and I agree with them on a lot of things. If Candace Owens, my sister, if she told me it's a nice, beautiful day outside, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. I'm going to still go and see myself. And that's what all of us should do. So what I'm saying therefore is that if I can implement and implant something in your subconscious to prevent you from taking those steps, you're stuck. So what I'm saying therefore is this. When I gave that TED talk, I told them how, in order for me to get past that hood mentality and step out of the ghetto, step out of the projects, mentally and physically, one thing that completely changed, and people might think this is so elementary. My cousins, we had, and where we stayed in the ghetto, we had this area in our house. The only bathroom was on the main floor. Our bedrooms and everything were upstairs. In order to get to the bathroom, you had to go downstairs and go across a living room through a hallway to get to the bathroom. But on the way to the bathroom, there was a door that led down to the basement. Right. And so since we were always watching these horror movies and everything like that, our older cousins, siblings, they would tell us things like, hey, you know that those hikamashikas, they come out at night, y'all. So don't get out of the bed, they're going to da-da-da-da-da. And here I am, a kid. You know how many times I would walk downstairs having to pee real bad, dude? I get to that dang on door, and that I just freeze, start getting crazy, scary, man. Like, man. And I'll go right back upstairs. And then times where I even want to get me some water. You know how you woke up before and your throat all dry. I walk downstairs, I get to that hallway, and right when I'm getting ready to pass that door that leads down to the basement where those creatures are, I would freeze up again, get freaked out, get scared, start sweating, and go back upstairs. So finally, one time I couldn't help it. And here's why I'm a person that goes after the truth. For those of people that actually are, people that want to go after it, is that one time I just couldn't take it no more. I walked down those stairs. I went through that dark hallway. I looked towards that basement. I started getting scared. You know what? I have to find the truth out. So I'm going to die and know that these hikamashikas exist. I went to the dang on basement door. I walked down those stairs, those cold concrete stairs. I went down to that basement. I stood on that floor, completely dark. I started sweating. I started shaking. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there freaking out, scared to death, heart rate going crazy. I'm just waiting for something to get me. At least I know that if those things come out and kill me, while I'm getting scratched up and bit and whatever, at least I know that they exist. But guess what happened? All of a sudden, my eyes started to adjust to the darkness. When the light coming in through the window, I'm starting to see everything. Yep. My heart rate went down, wiped my sweat off. There was nothing there. Go ahead, bro. So you telling me all this time, possibly for years, because what they implanted in my brain subconsciously, I started reacting as if it was happening to me. Heart rate, sweating. I couldn't move. I couldn't even go and get to my goal of getting some water or getting something to drink. Once those things did not attack me, anything like that, dude, I snapped out on my uncles and my other older cousins the next morning. Y'all, I had a bad mouth back then, a real bad. I cussed them out. Y'all lied to me. Y'all mother effing this and y'all saying this. Wasn't down there. I'm going off on them. Now, that made me, because I'm a kid that likes to think, that made me question every and anything anyone ever said to me. Anyone. So now when they start saying, hey, man, here I am getting real good in track and everything, names getting out there, got letters and stuff from all these different colleges and whatnot. And man, hey, don't know black folks be going to college, man. That stuff for white folks, man. Them white folks gonna do this. Hey, don't be trying to go and get, man, I'm telling you, bro, if you step out of here, you get away from your people, them white folks gonna, dude, my mind was set. I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm going out there and I'm going to go see for myself, because if those hikamashikas didn't get me in the basement, I'm going to find out if these white folks who are so in power, who has everything in control to keep me from graduating, going to college, doing anything I want to do, I'm going to go out there and see if these people are really going to prevent me from doing it. And since I was a ghetto-fied child that loved fighting, I'm going to go out there and see, because it's strange, I looked forward to getting in fights. Like I looked forward to it. And we grew up
as a black man who is 6 foot plus,
6'3". I looked forward to it. So what happened is this. I tell my
crazy,
mentees,
bro. You are nuts.
My mentees the same story. I tell them the same story, And so, like, in cases of anybody that's want to get out there in the truth, even the black community, I don't care if it's your grandmama, your mom. I don't care if it's your cousins, if it's people you respect. I don't care what they tell you. Unless you go through the process and knowing the truth for yourself, you actually don't know the truth. You heard the truth, and you might repeat the truth of what somebody told you was the truth, but you yourself, you actually don't know the truth. You don't. So that's why it's amazing that this book called the Bible has some things in there. It says it turns out to be true when it said, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Amen. But the issue is people are not trying to go and know the truth. They're only being told what the truth is, and they roll with it. And that's one of the biggest issues that we have amongst our community, amongst people, just people, even people in general, even white people, things they've been told. Because you know what? That same mindset that's in the ghetto and the projects in the hood, that same mindset is in people that are in trailer parks or the back red. They all have the same like type mentality. It's amazing, man.
Well, so, rich communities, every community has an ignorant portion of people who negatively affect them. That's why we all need Jesus, man. In my opinion, I think like I said earlier today, I'm not trying to sell Jesus to anybody. I just know who I rock with. You know what I mean? But I seen the social. Well, first of all, you are a phenomenal speaker, bro. And I know this is all off the cuff, and you're delivering a message that's extremely powerful. When you go speak at different places, do you write your speeches?
No.
Really?
Not one. I haven't written. You know what I do? What I do is I find out. See, because here's the deal. When you, for example, imagine like being in medicine. I don't need to write a speech about talking about a particular type of ailment. For example, my thing was orthopedics, right? So if I'm going to go speak all over the nation about hip replacements, I don't need to really have nothing written. I don't need to have nothing. It's all here. It's learned. I went through it. I trained for it, all those things like that. And being in this position that I am right now, as far as dealing with the things that a lot of human beings have gone through from the Black community, I don't know too many people that went through such extremes that I did. And I'm not saying nobody has gone through nothing. I'm not saying that. But the things that I went through at a young age, a lot of young men would have deleted themselves, and a lot of young men and women have deleted themselves over those things. It's crazy. So what I'm saying therefore is that when I do go to these meetings, it depends, or go to these speaking events, it depends on who I'm going to be talking to. Because one time, I'm just using this metaphorically, if it's going to be about hips, I know that this crowd is about hips, so I'm going to talk mainly about that and hit mainly on that. Now, if I'm going to an area where a lot of people have complaints about knees, then then it's going to be geared towards that. So if we're talking about going to like the community where Black folks are who haven't had it hard, they are conservative, and they're just trying to figure out what can we do to try to help the Black people. We didn't go through what a lot of Blacks went through that's from the ghetto, from the projects, go to the hood, or like they say, such as Utah, but what can we do? And so now I know when I come to these particular areas, I'm going to talk about if your heart is not in actually going down there to the community centers and talking with the kids, and you don't have no plans on actually becoming a part of this person's life, then you might be the type of person to where we know this guy donates to that organization. So you can give from afar and let people know, oh, Mr. Thomas Johnson. Right. Everybody, this is Thomas Johnson. He gives us $500 a month. This would help get you guys your school stuff and this and that. So let's give him a round of applause. And then Mr. Thomas Johnson might come in and speak about the opportunities they can have if they want to possibly be like what he is, which is an accountant. Right. But I would tell him, but don't, because what happens is when I come to certain places, a lot of people get motivated. They just want to jump in there. I want to help them. I'm like, yeah, it's not what you think. Because when you're talking about helping, are you going to be available for those kids that call you like at 11 o'clock at night? Hey, Mr. Ty, I just need to talk. I'm really having a hard time, man. Are you that person that's going to be in that role? Or like I said, are you going to be the person I can donate from afar? So you got to know where you fall in and things like that. So when I do go to different places, that's what I'm saying. I have a crowd that might say, hey, I got a lot of free time. I've already been helping the little kids here and there, whatever like that. What can we do to get more X, Y, and Z? And so that's why when I go there, because I've done it, I just know it just comes right off the top.
Now, last time you came here and we was talking, you was telling me that you do all of these talks and you help people out, but you barely have any time on your hands right now, bro. You are a practicing doctor. You still practice, right?
Well, directing mainly. I'm like over multiple facilities from Chi-Town all the way down to St. Louis. So I don't have to go in. not like I used to. So you talking what we call a lot of telehealth, or sometimes I gotta make an appearance in certain areas in certain buildings, but it's like a once a month thing. So it's like, okay, we got to go check out our facilities up here this week in Chi-Town. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be up there from 2 or 3 days, whatever, like that, and then back to my home state. And then that's if it's like, okay, well, we need you in the St. Louis area because you got to make your presence there. Certain meetings, certain people, certain vendors want to come and try to sell you either their pharmaceuticals or they're this new probably apparatus they want to say, hey, this can help your department and blah 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 blah. But otherwise, a lot of time can be spent just simply just being on my laptop and just having meetings with my folks that's actually there on site over those facilities. So yeah, it gives me a lot of time. And dude, yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but if only time I'm not doing anything is if I'm sleeping. That's about.
Listen, see, I got a problem, right? My problem is I give a little bit too much of my time to my wife when I'm not doing no work.
Did you say you give too much time to your wife?
When I'm not doing no work, man, she wants to chill. She wants.
Yeah, you better.
I be having stuff to do, man.
You better.
I got videos to do. I got research to do. Like I'm the things I'm focused on is not this. I got stuff to do, bro. Like
okay.
I really do.
Check this out. So
how do you manage?
Well, for one, I promise you, I don't know. I remember you talking to me about your children and everything. My sons are grown. One that has his own spot. The other one, he's getting ready to be 20 on March the 4th. So the fact that I don't have to devote no time really to my sons because they're grown men, they got their own thing, they got their own, work and everything like that. Me and my wife have actually a whole lot more time than what we did before. But I can promise you, if my sons were smaller and like we were kind of, let's just say if we was like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years into our marriage, you would see a whole lot less of that. And I wouldn't. As a matter of fact, when I was going through school and everything, there's no way I was devoting my time to a whole lot of other things besides, my family first, because that comes first. And one thing I do, I always get with my wife all the time, babe, I'm getting ready to go make upload a few videos, Is there anything you want to do? Have planned? You want me to sit down and watch a movie with you or anything like that? And my wife be like, no, but I'll let you know. Just like that. And here that's it. But if my wife right now sent me a text in here and said, hey, I want to do something, well, I will literally do right now. I will look at that and I'll be like, all right, y'all. So my bride is calling me and I enjoy y'all and everything like that, but I'm not going to be with y'all for the rest of my life. And this her I'm going to be with for the rest of y'all don't live here and all this and that. So deuces. That's my baby.
That's what's up. Hey, that's beautiful to see, bro. That right there is beautiful to see. Is beautiful to hear, man. I love it.
But she's involved too, though, like in our outsourced community stuff. Because when she went through college at a HBCU, she worked in the financial aid office. So at first, I was the one that was like, "Hey, we getting ready to get y'all into college, blah blah blah." And since when me and my wife met, she had resources. She was like, "Hey, I worked in the financial aid, so I know exactly what they need to do. I know what grants they can get. I know what da da da." And she helped me. She was writing it up. She writes them up there and everything. So we work as a team when it comes to outsourced community things like that. But at the same time, it's just what it is. What it is. You talking June will be 23 years of being married, right? So we have a flow,
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So we have a flow of things, and one thing we won't let come between us is just nothing. Pretty much
nothing. I got honestly 1,000%.
Yeah, and I think, but I think you're full time YouTubing though, right?
Yeah.
So that right there. Yeah. So like in that case right there, I completely understand that she would know. For example, if it would be more or less of, oh, hey babe, this is like work. So when I come in here and that door shut, until I switch that thing like at the hotel. I'm putting a do not disturb thing on there. Don't knock. Hey, I was going to ask you. No, I'm at work right now. I got to do this because I don't need my train of thought being thrown off. I'm flowing right now. She
don't respect none of that. Let me ask you this though, bro. She don't. She's from the hood just like I am. It's just like sometimes
dollar signs start dropping down. Then it's gonna be maybe you should do a little bit more streaming.
Yeah, you should get back in there. Yeah, get back in there and do some more work.
Yeah, let her say, "Oh, can we go and do this?" Well, babe, YouTube kind of fluctuates up and down, so I didn't make as much as I did the last time. Well, why not? Because you kept bothering me.
You kept getting on my daggone nerves. That's what happened. Are you going to run for office, bro?
Say that again.
Are you running for office anytime soon?
We shall see. Look, this literally just happened. I'm not going to show the name on it. Y'all probably going to be like, dude, would you stop? Let's see. I'm not going to show too much of it. But let's just say it says right here. I'm reading this off. Hold on. I'm not going to show y'all because y'all can get too nosy. In a city right here, it says, I, Ty Smith, have been appointed to the Office of Public Safety and Community Relations Board in the city, blah, 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 blah. Do solemnly swear that I support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of blah, blah, blah. Faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of Public Safety and Community Relations Board according to the best of my ability. So help me God. And I just got sworn in yesterday.
Y'all heard it here first.
One more thing. That's one more thing on here right now.
Y'all heard it here first. He's about to be the next governor of Illinois.
Or Florida. Or Missouri.
Or Florida.
I got
Missouri.
residents in all three places.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, there you go.
I think it's a blessing, man. They need people like you. They need people like people who are well versed, people who have different backgrounds and have come from some place and take life seriously and put God and family before anything and understand when you're not going to be duped. Like there are people. This guy, like it's. If you say certain things right, I mean, and you put it the right way, I could be, you know what? Maybe you are making some sense. Maybe Joe Biden is a good president. I don't know. Well, you can't do that to me as far as maybe Joe Biden is a good president, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like sometimes this political game is, you're dealing with a bunch of people who are well versed on this and they know how to manipulate it when they want to.
Right. I think one of the things that I always drive home is that, see, y'all, I'm telling you, I lied earlier. No, I just kind of misspoken. When I say if I'm not doing anything, I'm sleeping. Actually, I take that back. I do this thing where I would get off and I would go sit and I literally just sit there and think, maybe give myself a good 30 minutes. I'm not talking about folks. I know folks say, I do pray, but I'm not talking about praying or meditating. I literally sit there. And when you do that, matter of fact, put your phone in a different room, just put your phone somewhere else and just sit and watch how your brain comes up with stuff. It's amazing. I'm sitting right here, dude. I got like notepads upon notepads of just all these different things that just comes to your. It's amazing what will come to your brain. Like, some things that you like, say, for example, you and I, we're talking right now. We're hearing this conversation. Something that you may have said or something that I may have said, a lot of times your brain can say, ooh, what about this? And a lot of times it don't come into me and your conversation is over with.
Right.
I've learned to where, oh yeah, let me write that down because I might need that gem for the next time we might talk or even when I go and speak somewhere. LFR said this and I forgot. I want to respond this way. Now I wrote that down and I can go and use that now when I go and talk. So what I'm saying that for is that I tell people take time just to sit and let your brain just go and your imaginations and good thoughts and just revelation comes that way because a lot of things get answered that way. Just simply sitting back and just, nothing in the way. And then write the stuff down as it comes. I keep notepads with me because a lot of times God will just drop something down on you right at that moment. I'm, whoa, hold on, Lord, hold on. Y'all thought I was joking? Look, notepad. I'm not joking. I'm telling you, I'm not joking around. I write this stuff down. And so,
you tell God, hold up. He be like, oh, no problem, my son. Go ahead.
You gonna drop this on me while I'm driving? Really? Yeah, it's like, okay, so press the button on your phone and then just hit audio and record and just record the audio of you saying what came in your mind. And I do that. So what I'm saying all that for is that when you just mentioned about the people that are in politics and the way they say certain things, what I always say is this, because this is what people like to try to hit me with. You don't have no social science degree. You don't have. So I'll go, hey, can you tell me what's 2 + 2? What does that got? No, can you answer my question? What's 2 + 2? They'll go, well, it's 4. I'll go, you don't have no mathematician degree. The point of it is what I'm saying true. Is 2 + 2 true? Yes, it is. Do I have to be a mathematician to know that's true? No. So when you say things like, you don't have a degree in political science, I don't care. Did Abraham Lincoln? Did George Washington?
Right. Go ahead, bro.
What college did George Washington go and get this from? And yet y'all talk about how great presidents they were. Tell me what social science degree did they get? I'll wait. You see what I'm saying? So what they do is they use that to try to kind of throw you off to make you feel like you're less than, and you're not. All you have to be is somebody with flat out, dude, it's simple. The way you take care of your family is the way you should want to take care of your brothers and sisters around you, period. No agenda. It's simply, I want the best for my American brothers and sisters. That's it. And in order for them to get that, I'm going to tell them the truth. That's it. No, you are not a girl if you was born with a dangling balls. I'm sorry. They can sell y'all that all day long. But when y'all come and see somebody like me, you can come in there all day long and say, I'm trans. I'm gonna say great, but when my clinicians type things in, they'll say patient is a 38-year-old male. Blah 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 blah. That stuff only exists on the YouTube world and in these internet streets. It don't exist in the real world. It doesn't. So what I'm saying therefore is, why would I sit here and lie to people and say yes you are? And they don't know. They stacking money up for medicine pretty much, because they medicine. If anything, we can diagnose and actually claim that it is a medicinal issue, we can start to charge money for it. That's
wow.
People, and so tell me this. I know I'm kind of y'all. I'm just laying this out because you got a lot of people in there listening, and it's really going to help somebody.
Do your thing.
When it comes to being things like medicine, obesity, for example, now all of a sudden, if we can classify anything as a disease or a illness, we can actually have pharmaceutical companies come up with medications that's supposed to treat this disease or this illness. And in the end, all this about is about the medical world racking up money, because now we're going to have a lifelong crackhead. What are you talking about, Ty? You go and get your child gender affirming surgery, because this rhetoric right now is telling people, if your child says if he says he's a girl, let him be a girl. You go and have these things done to your child. Your child is going to forever have to be on medication for the remaining of their life. And you're helping them, you're treating them. So now they go from having to take hormone blockers and things of the sort. Then they're going to also take some antibiotics. They're also going to take any type of other medication that might end up countering that and causing other issues that's going on inside them, and which is going to ultimately lead, guaranteed to your money back, to depression. They're going to take antidepressants, which antidepressant has an increased rate of self-deletion. So what I'm saying therefore is that in the end, it's not about you. It's not about them caring about you. It's about what you can bring them, which is that money. People that are obese, the same exact thing. The minute we classify that as a disease, now we can treat them medicinally. What is everybody doing now? Taking that shot to keep on losing weight. And they know that you're going to take that for the rest of your life. Why? Because you have not changed your habits. Nobody told you the truth. They told you that you being fat is a disease, and here's a medicine for it. And that's why, if the medicine was going to fix it, why is it that when you stop taking the medicine, it comes right back? That's because you have not changed. Nobody told you the truth, period. And that's how this world works right now. So when it comes to being into the political world and you know what's what, the minute you arrive to the truth, and if your heart is in it and the agenda is nothing more than to help your American brothers and sisters, you're not trying to make a name for yourself, then you become a threat. And they would try to silence you. They would try to scare you. I got put on a domestic terrorist list and all this bull crap, and they thought that was going to scare me, and it didn't, because they see I can't be bought. I don't need nobody's money. I don't need no extra money from nobody. I don't need you to try to pay for this or pay for that, to try to help me push your agenda. I don't need it. I don't care. My number one thing is, how is our community doing? How's my brothers and sisters doing? How are our veterans doing? This is stuff that I have to sit there and see. So if you are a person that's like that, and you want to step into the political realm, don't be scared or intimidated by people that's all in suits and they know how to say the special things that's specific to my constituents. Don't worry about all that, because the main people that are the backbone of America, their mindsets and the way they think is no different than us on here right now. It's no different. They want what's best for their family. They want what's best for them. And they just want to have a good life on this earth, not struggling. And as you can see right now, based off of the actions of this current administration, are they for you or do they seem to be against you? Because if they were for you in this house, I would be darned if I would not take care of my wife and my sons, but yet I'm helping all my neighbors. I'm helping my neighbors with their marriage issues. I'm helping my neighbor across the street with his child issues. I'm helping my neighbor over here fix things in their house. But yet at the same time, my wife is in here telling me, hey, our plumbing is not working and this is broken and that's broken. My son's dad, I need to talk to you. I'm going through some things. I'm not trying to deal with y'all. And then on top of that, I'll raise you another one. Then I'm going to allow some people to come and stay in my house.
Go ahead,
and help them with their issues and give them things, give them advice, try to get them on their feet while my family and my house is suffering. And does that make sense?
None.
So that's exactly what this administration is doing to you and I, the American people. Plain and simple. Well, no, they don't. I don't care what they try to say, how they try to dress it up. Look at the actions. And anybody right now that will try to defend this administration, you have something called Stockholm Syndrome to your abuser. Plain and simple. That's it.
As intelligent and as sharp as you are, and not even like you are spitting facts too, but you're just filled with common sense as well. And I can see, and I'm not trying to put no, you know, potential presidential, but dude, bro, you got it all in one package. But are you ever called ignorant because you don't believe what they want you to believe?
Yeah. But see, but here's the deal though.
How do they support that?
Honestly, this is what I do, because I do, and I'm telling you, it's about being real and actually listen to what they're saying. So when somebody say, "Man, you just an ignorant," okay, well, help me become knowledgeable. No, because you just stupid. Okay, well, help me not be stupid. No, I'm saying because you up here be saying some dumb. Okay, what did I say that was dumb?
So they don't want the responsibility of teaching you exactly.
Yes.
Then they know that you're setting them up. You're playing chess right now. You're like, okay, then go ahead.
Yeah, and honestly, yes, and honestly, bro, I really do want to know, because it's a possibility I could be seeing something the wrong way. But since you are so sure about what you're saying and saying that I'm ignorant, you are sure that I'm ignorant. Break it down to me and bring me to knowledge, because I will take that, and if it's the truth, I will go and get on anywhere and say, y'all, I was wrong about this. I was going around saying this and saying that. And some guy named Billy Bob, blah, 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 he told me this. I went and researched it. I looked it up. And you know what? He was right and I was wrong. I will do that because I'm all about arriving to the truth. But the thing is, these people that so-called have it and know it all, they can't give it to me. They can't give it to me. So what they do, when they have nothing intellectually to say to rebuttal what you spitting out, they always revert to name calling. I'm like, well, let's go. Here come the coon. Here come the Uncle Tom. Here come the Porsche nigga. Here come the bootlicker. Here come the house nigga. Here comes the dancer for the white man. Okay, did I miss anything? Anybody?
It's the same things over and over and over again. Over and over and over again.
But even with that, I say, how? You're a disgrace to your race. How? Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all been taught to say that. Oh, y'all read the brochure that if a black man get up and speak common sense, this is what you say to him. Otherwise, what is there? And this is what I'm saying. In doing something like that, when young people, because I deal with kids between the ages of like 10 all the way to 25. And when you actually tell them, I don't want y'all to go based off of Mr. Ty's word, because a lot of my mentees are listening right now. If anybody met my mentees, they will say, Mr. Ty took us, or Mr. Ty showed us. That's what he did. I took them to the nice areas up in Chicago, Wambassee and Naperville. I showed them those big, beautiful houses, and I told them, y'all can have one of those. How are we gonna do that? Okay, well, here we're gonna, because I already have it pre-set up. I'll knock, tell them I'm gonna bring some of my young folks through, knock on the door. He'll, hey, come on right in. They come in there, dang, look at this house, man. This is I love that. And then when they sit down and that man tell them what he went through to get it, all of a sudden their minds open up. So Absolutely. Wait, sir, you said you had to eat. You ate ramen noodles too? He'd tell him, yeah, I ate ramen. Like one of my guys, I'm just calling him McElroy. Mr. McElroy, he sat there and told him, like, I had to eat ramen noodles and cut up hot dogs while I was going through college. And, he said, I was taking pork and beans and eating them out of the can. I didn't even have time to warm them up because I was so busy. He's like, I did this. And when these kids hear that, they're like, well, man, like, dang. So, so this so-called thing that they're talking about us having to work hard, man, woo. And then he ends up telling them, and y'all get to do it for free. I had to work while going through college because I had to help pay for some of my financial aid. You guys get to get it free. So all y'all have to do is just wake up, go to school, go back, study, wake up, go to school, rinse and repeat. That's all y'all have to do. And what draws in the kid's mind like that is when you say, that's all you have to do, because then it becomes easy. And that's why I never use the word, like, for example, when people say, Ty, 2 medical degrees, blah, 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 you did this, do that. Because you worked hard. I said, actually, I don't like to use that word. It ain't that I worked hard. It was just time consuming. That's all. Yeah. It wasn't hard work. It was just time consuming, y'all. That's all it is. And if it's something that you actually are going to want to do, it's nothing. LFR, you doing YouTube. As y'all can see, I like to talk. I do speaking engagements. It's not hard for me to get up and speak in front of people and drop gems and give people knowledge. It's not hard for me to do that. Therefore, I don't feel like it's working. So why would I tell a young person who all they hear is struggle, 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 struggle. We can't make it. We can't do it. They owe us, owe us, owe us. Give us handouts, give us handouts. Why would I also drop something on them and tell them you can do whatever you want? It's just going to be hard work. They instantly become discouraged because it's already hard for them as it is. They wake up every day living in the ghetto, might be living with roaches and mice and stuff like that, you know, gangs around them, shootings and stuff around them. So when you say hard, it makes them not even want to even try to have no progress in even pursuing any of those things. So I said, oh yeah, that's easy. So you're telling me I could, yeah, it's just time consuming. That's all. You know, that's all. That's it. And plus, it's nothing to it. So that's why with us, when I say our first time we got these kids together, this is back in 2013. 50 kids, 50 we brought on. And all of them graduated high school. 40 of them went off to college. The other 10 went into a trade. And those 40 that went off to college, it's like, nope, we're not doing I'm getting my just a degree in business. No, it's going to be in something it's going to be related to where when you get out, they're going to need you to come to work. So whether that's like something in the medical field, engineering, computer sciences, something like that. But we're not getting our degree just to get out and say, I got a business degree, so I'm about to go work at, Best Buy. No, we're not doing that. Y'all going to have careers. And that's what we push on our kids right now, man. And we're doing so well, man. But we've called a lot of the local news stations to say, look what we've done here. Look at our kids that graduated here. Look what they've done here. Look at Joseph and look at the Elaine, look at Elena, look at Remo. Look, these people have families. They're doing good. They came out of the cities of Chicago and Central Illinois. They're doing good. Can we share their story so you guys can, you think the news you think they want to push their story out?
Why would they? It doesn't help the current administration. It doesn't help them do what they want to do. But I gotta say this, bro. First of all, two things. I want to say congratulations to all parties involved, especially the children who are putting their faith in you guys and allowing themselves to be vulnerable enough to take your direction and instruction.
Yep.
And figuring it out along the way. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And for you, your wife, and everyone that's involved in helping them, bro, my heart goes out to you. If I can donate in some type of way, or the people can donate in some type of way. As a matter of fact, do you have an organization that people can donate to directly so that they can help?
Yeah, one of our main ones is Homework Hangout. It's called Homework Hangout in Decatur, Illinois. And just in case y'all want to check it out and make sure you don't get scammed, you can always call there first. And the director over it is Keith Anderson and Rosie Anderson, husband and wife. They absolutely saved my life.
Homework Hangout is a website?
Yeah, you can check it out. It's called Homework Hangout, Decatur, Illinois.
Homework Hangout. And that's okay. I'm just going to write it all out in Decatur, Illinois.
Yep.
Okay. No, I asked because what you're doing is a remarkable thing. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, man, but you remind me a lot of oh no, you're gonna take this.
Uh-oh.
You remind me a lot of Jesse Lee Peterson, man.
Beta. No,
Amazing.
Just because you are a evil woman. That man. That man is Jesse Peterson is that man is.
Let me tell you, but this is why though. This is why I say that because I work with two people who just interviewed him, and something that he does, he has a passion for helping out the youth and helping out any young people that can move forward with his message. And one thing he said was that he don't really believe in school all like that. College and all of those things. He said, except if you're going to school for an actual career degree, like doctor, engineer, something that's going to put you in a position to change lives and change you and your family's life, no matter what. He said he's definitely for that, but his passion is to pour into young people all the time. And he pour into them with the truth as he knows it. Now, some of the things he might be said could be debated with someone who's well-versed with the Bible and stuff like that. But you know, the way that he liked to blame the women for the evil that they brought into this life. But yeah, man, you remind me a lot about of him in a good way, and definitely in a good way. But speaking of, do you see yourself hitting any Netflix stages or anything like that in the near future?
That's actually like right now we got one thing going because they have certain let me say this in a way I can't. Okay, check this out. when I was on American Ninja Warrior, okay? When I did American Ninja Warrior,
bro, you was on American Ninja Warrior.
I thought I told you that the last time.
When I was on American, next thing you're gonna say, when I was on Coming to America, and when I was
it's
on
not on my
Saturday Night
channel though. I
Live.
mean, I took people on that journey with me, but no. What I was gonna say that for is that like when you're on places like American Ninja Warrior, their contract is crazy. And what I'm saying that for is that like they have stipulations in there where they'll say like, since you are competing on American Ninja Warrior X, Y, and Z, you cannot do any type of televised, reality shows, blah blah blah, for X amount of years, or this contract. And if you do it, then you can possibly be it's $100,000 per violation.
Wow.
So what I'm saying therefore is that we have the works of a documentary going on right now that will prevent me from doing anything on Netflix right now. Let's just say that. So yep, right now we have a documentary and I can't get on Netflix right now because of that. So, but I have been pursued by them and other stations. So we just gonna see.
Bro, you are doing your thing, man, and I'm glad that you allowed me to have like a page in one of the chapters in your book, man, because and you do have a book coming out or something. You've been writing your own books and stuff.
I'm taking my time with it. I'm very like meticulous with certain things, whatever like that. Like for example, like when I talk about things that I went through in Chi-Town and some of my family that are still kingpins, I'm taking like literally every possible name I can get out of the Bible. Like, like my cousin Methuselah, he, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
my uncle Shadrach. So I'm being real careful. Because they would go to the extent of trying to say, "Oh, okay, that's your street name. His street name is Shadrach. Go look, let's see if we can find a Shadrach in Chicago." Okay, none of my family got street names is not biblically related at all.
What about Abednego?
Right?
Hey, you mean a bad Negro?
Exactly.
Abednego. Whatever, bro. You're doing an amazing job, man. Like seriously, I don't even know what to say. It's like sometimes. I'm sure somebody had an opportunity of interviewing Kevin Hart before he just and yeah, you're a good brother, man. I'll make sure I keep, I'm gonna be keeping this on tap because every time President Ty pull up on the scene and be like, I talked to him before he became president, and he gave us a little sneak peek, and he said that he actually swore on a Bible in somewhere. And that was the beginning of it right there. He said it, and yeah.
We have a what was I gonna say? Hold on, do me a favor. Can you wait a minute? I'm trying to see something here. 1 minute they can't hear me, the next minute they can't hear you, but you just got done speaking, so I'm gonna see if I can hear you through this.
Shadrach, Meshach, and the bad Negro. Y'all ever heard of them three?
Huh.
They still
that's weird. You are silent on your side. That's odd.
Am I silent on my side, guys? Can you hear me? It's probably my microphone. Sometimes it acts up. It's this cord sometimes.
I tell y'all what, y'all probably need to bring up. Okay. Let's see here, y'all. I'm getting ready to give y'all the link to his channel. This is what I'm gonna do. Everybody that's in StreamYard right now, check this out. Click this link right here.
So you use StreamYard? Okay. All right. I use the watered down version called EV Mux.
Oh, okay. Yeah, StreamYard been doing some major things here. It's real simple and real easy to use, and now they're actually upping it up to where you're able to. I don't know if that does it, which it may. With StreamYard, you have to, like, for example, this recording, if there's certain portions in here that kind of stood out that can be like 1 minute, you can instantly just clip it, and then it'll make it an automatic short and post it to all your social medias.
Jeez, that sounds pretty proficient.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I meant to it was something that you said earlier that like I told y'all thought I joke around. Look, I wrote it down. Whenever you was playing the video, and it was with the lady, and she was talking about the fried fish and everything.
Yeah, she said we could fry our own fish.
Yeah, and see what it is. The reason why I thought that was so important is this, bro. I'm telling you, if y'all did not hear anything I said in this whole video, I'm telling y'all this right now. The politicians, and especially the Democrats know how to pimp black people because they learned to pimp black people from the black church. I'm telling you right now, when she got done saying that whole thing about the fried chicken, remember when Hillary Clinton got on there? I got a bottle of hot sauce in my purse.
Swag.
There's like, she's like, yeah, I keep a bottle of hot sauce in my purse.
She got that from Beyonce.
Oh my, that was so cringe when she did that. And then then she gets at the church. I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me, because she knew that is like one of the epitome songs of a lot of the old school black folks. I don't feel no ways tired. They know that's like the epitome of a lot of black churches, right? And Joe Biden gets up and do the same thing. I don't feel no ways tired. I've come too far from where. Knowing neither one of them struggled a day in their life. But guess what black people did? Woo! That's right. That's right. Girl, you just heard what Joe Biden said. Y'all hear it? Girl, he said one of our songs. Black people love that. Want to know why? Because it's the same exact type of mental manipulation that black pastors play on black people. When they, as a minister, trust me, I've seen it done before. And even when people try to have me come and speak at their church, I'll go and possibly watch some videos of the church, see what type of preaching they do there. And here's the deal. I'm a real guy. If you're trying to have me come and speak to your church because I'm going to draw some numbers there and you know that collection plate is going to go around, I'm not coming. I'm not. That is absolutely ridiculous. And what I'm saying that for is this. If I watch the church videos and I'm seeing them up there, won't God do it? Won't he do it? Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's my year, it's my season, and God is going to do it. And tell your neighbor, God. And black people being there, whoa, yeah, whoa. How many of you have you ever been swallowed? Just, you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been
Let me tell you something. First of all, I want to say some things about this, but unfortunately, my ex-pastor is real good friends with that bishop, and I try not to even touch it, bro. I made some jokes. Nah, I touched it. I've made some jokes about it on Instagram and Facebook. We're talking about TD Jakes. That was some extremely gay stuff for him to say. Have you ever been swallowed? Like, come on, bro. No, I have not. And I'm sure he was probably talking about the well, Jonah, and all that, but I never heard it put like that. But you're right. And I went to that type of church. Tell your neighbor, go around and slap two people. You slapped the wrong people. Slap two more people and tell them. I was one of those guys. I was the minister of music in one of those churches for a long time. And my father-in-law has his own church in the middle of Northeast DC for 32 years. And he had me running all of his choirs at some point just because of my energy and all that other stuff. And sometimes you just follow the trend. Okay, this is the energy and this is what they clap off of and this is what they do. Okay, then I guess this is what I'm supposed to do too, I guess. And it has no meaning whatsoever. And then Fannie Willis, I'm sure you know who she is.
I know who Fannie is.
Miss Backwards dress. You know, I don't know if she was just now getting finished doing some things before she came up there. Was doing some strange with some change. Hey, I ain't say all that, but you did. Hey, he said it. But here's the thing. She went up to a black church too, and she tried to say, I'm just going to take my time with this one, because the black church always look at it like this. The white man is against us, but we know God got us because God got black people. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Because we was the original. We real God people. We the ones that's actually God's people, not them. So God gonna get them.
And Google's new form of AI is proof, because you can't even get them to print out anything white. Like everything's black, and that's because they went all the way back to the original time.
Man, that was
yeah, I ain't gonna touch that either, because Google runs this thing right here
right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, they can't, because then that'd be, wouldn't that? Oh, never mind. Yeah, Google. We love what y'all did. We love Google. We love that y'all tried to represent us in every aspect. I mean, we didn't know that George Washington was black, but there was always some talk about us being the original presidents and stuff like that. So maybe that's why the AI got mixed up, because they listen in on your conversation. So when I'm saying this to be, dude, I'm not kidding when I'm saying this right now. I have been on panels where I have gotten off because they got in there and saying, we were the original presidents. It was us. They just keep that out of history. It's like, okay, I'm about to go, so maybe that's why the AI heard that conversation of a lot of black people saying things like that. So the AI got confused and probably felt I need to give them what they actually are saying. So it's not the AI fault. It's our fault, since we think that we did everything and we are everything, and everything white people done, everything they stole from us, all that, so that's what they say. And then I don't know if you've seen the video of that one chick that got on there and said, everything white people do, black people, we do it better. But then she turned around and said, y'all stole country from us. So I'm like, I'm confused. If white people do things and when black people do it, we do it better than white people, then how come white people are out countrying us if we the ones that started the country? See, that's what I'm saying. Things like that, they just, see, that's what's wrong with you. Here we go.
Yeah, you one of the 7 names that we about to call you. Just go ahead and get them out.
Yeah, go on and get them out. Get
them out. You done? We good?
Yes, get them off. It's like, now you feel better. Now, when that's all said and done, can you please still explain to me how they can't do it, man? They can't, because they're stuck. And what happens, I understand it on a psychological level in debate. If you feel that you defeated, you got to have some, you got to try to, but there's nothing wrong with saying, like, it's been times where I talked and somebody might have spit something out at me and I didn't know it. So what I would say to them, I have to concede to your point only because I don't know, but I will go back and look into it and research and everything like that. And then we can talk about that later on. But I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong and you might be right on this, but my point is, and like this is what I say, I'm ignorant to that. I don't know that, but I'll go and check it out. And there's nothing wrong with conceding to that. But what happens in people, and I'm human, what happens in the brain, it seems like, man, somebody got a one up on you. So your instant defense is to, nope. Okay. Wow. Oh, I concede to that, brother. I didn't know that. Let me go and, for example, like, well, somebody had to do it with me. Let's just say some fellow, because they listening right now, some fellow colleagues in medicine. We got to talking about, I showed them pretty much how in Illinois, one of the most rampant diseases that plagues the black community, and this is everywhere, but I'm just talking about specifically Illinois. One of the main things that plague the black community is AIDS. So when we were going through school, we were told about AIDS and blah, 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 blah. But what it is, one of my mentors, awesome mentor, man, like he's like a father. I mean, this man literally took care of me, got a hold of me when I was 15 years old, world-renowned sports medicine doctor, Dr. Wendell Beckton. Y'all can look him up. That's how I got on with the St. Louis Cardinals with him and all that. But anyway, he gave me some old literature, right? So stamp that, everybody. Notice that I just said old literature. Keep y'all brains there. I'm going to bring y'all back to it. So check this out. We was having this debate over this whole AIDS thing, right? And so we knew they didn't come from no goddamn on monkey, all that bull crap they try to feed us then. So the new stuff that we're being told about AIDS and how it's spreading rampant amongst the black community in Illinois, there was a law that if you have HIV or AIDS, it is against the law for you not to disclose that to a potential partner, somebody you might be interested in. You had to, by law, tell them, now I am HIV positive, or I do have AIDS. You had to, by law. Right. Check it out.
Right.
That disease is rampant and affects the black community the most, period, right? So here you got these politicians who are for the black community. We want the best for you guys. We blah, 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 blah. Why did they take that law away months ago? In Illinois, you no longer have to disclose to a potential partner that you have AIDS or HIV. So what community is going to be affected by that the most? The black community. And based off those actions, you tell me who seems to be the one that's racist. Who seems to be the one that actually is hurting black folks? Because it definitely ain't coming from no Republicans. They're not the ones that put that in legislation and wanted to pass that on. It's the current governor right now, Governor Pritzker. And then the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson. He black. He don't have nothing to say about this either, which we know is rampant in Chicago.
Oh, his people are out for him. They don't like that brother no more, man. They are pissed off they voted him in office.
Yes, it would be awesome if they can do a recall, which there's some stuff that we go up there and we talk about that as well, which, but my thing is we trying to get more people that look like me. When I'm saying me, age-wise, because we can't keep on having the older adults going to these city council meetings and everything and speaking up and everything like that. And it is sad because some of the young people, some of the young people that could be there speaking out, they're either like me, I'm just being real, they out of Chicago. And there is no other young folks of that mindset that get up there and is affected by it. So therefore, they feel like they have monopoly because the baby boomers that are old, we gonna let them keep on screaming and yelling. They're gonna pretty much die off. And then the ignorant black folks that's in Chicago, they're younger people, they're not even paying no attention to this, and they won't pay attention to it until it hits them by the time they are the age of those people that's up there speaking right now, right? So what I did was this: I took them down memory lane in a book that Dr. Beckman gave me, and in this book, it showed us that AIDS, before it was even called AIDS, you know what it was called? It was called
HIV?
Huh?
It was called the what?
It was called GRIDS.
I never heard of that. Was that before 78?
GRIDS. That's what it wasn't even called AIDS. It was called GRIDS. And you know what it stood for?
No, I didn't even know that was an acronym.
Yep. GRIDS stood for Gay-Related Immunodeficiency Syndrome.
That explains it then.
Y'all did y'all hear that? Listen, audience. I told you, look, they have come. They can't even come for me because I'm spitting the truth out. Because people have tried to come for my license in different states.
Deficiency
syndrome. GRID stood for Gay-Related Immunodeficiency Syndrome. And when it all came down to it, the only ones who could spread that were men. And no woman can do it. You want to know why? Because women can't penetrate nothing. Only men can penetrate.
Hey. You about to have the whole butch lesbian community come down on my channel. I ain't got time for it.
Yep, let them. Hey, here's the thing though. Once again, see what I've learned though through this, bro, is this: those people that's of that community. I got people that follow my channel that a lot of them are from the community. A lot of them are from the alphabet community. And when I'm telling them this, they never knew this. See, again, I'm telling them the truth. They will go. Like I said, they'll go, Ty. I was feeling a little, defensive when you said that, but I had to think about what you were saying because they know that my intentions is not to be coming at them to hurt them. I'm letting them know the truth. And so my brothers and sisters up in Chicago, I'm talking about color-wise, y'all. When I'm telling them this, their response is, what? Well, how come what? They didn't ever tell us that. I thought it came from. No, it didn't. This is exactly where it came from. They knew it and they took it out of the books because they wanted you to be ignorant to it. Because again, medicine is all about making money. That's all it's about. So I'm not going to say into more details, but okay, I'm trying to explain this in a way. If a hot dog goes into a donut, it can cause abrasions in the donut, right? And whatever the cream filling that comes out of a hot dog goes into the donut, those abrasions in that donut can absorb that cream coming out of the hot dog. And there's DNA within the hot dog's cream. And that DNA can go around the body and spread. The body a lot of times don't know what to do with it, and it can form and become its own type of bacteria or whatever like that, because people didn't know that absorption doesn't take place in the stomach. Absorption takes place in the intestines. And if you got something called tadpoles that their number one thing is to swim somewhere so they can fertilize something, they going all through your gut, they're trying to find somewhere where they can go and fertilize something. And this is what they're not telling you. So your body is sitting there absorbing DNA, and it's not supposed to. That is not supposed to go in anywhere in that backside. They're not going to tell you that. So any woman or any man that's having something go in their donut is not supposed to happen, and that's how things like that can spread. So if a man does that and this fluid absorption takes place, which they don't tell you that either because your body has skin, that area down there, the man hot dog is skin, and skin is an organ, and that takes absorption. So you have absorption going on from that man to that person, especially if you're doing this with multiple people. Then you got bacteria and stuff that's supposed to come out this backside. And so you got this whole process of just fluid and bacteria and all these things mixing. And why is it that if that was okay to do it, why did your body actually formulate something in there that actually starts to attack? Because now something is being looked at as a foreign invader.
You're going to make sure that nobody eat any donuts or hot dogs all weekend. That's what you're going to damn do.
People going to be sitting there like, yeah, man, I see what MRM talking about. Nah.
Nah, never mind.
Nah. But
Oh,
so that's what I'm
nah.
saying. So when you push this type of truth out to people, I'm letting them know. I'm just saying, I don't care what you do. You are an American. You can do what you want to with your life, but at the same time, y'all don't see the things that I get to see in the hospital, and then I get to come back and try to educate folks and tell them, y'all, I know they're pushing this out there. I know they gave them a whole month. Dude, you know how much money we make during Gay Pride Month? We do. Of course, of course, these cities and places gonna let them have their parades because we make a lot of money during spring break and we make a lot of money during Gay Pride. We don't make a lot of money during Black History Month because nobody is doing nothing crazy. You know, Black History Month, we going down memory lane of what they did to us, blah, blah, blah. But during like Pride Month, the spring break, we get the same people in there. Folks coming in there with STDs, they coming in there because they had something up to hoo-ha, all that crazy stuff. And then we get them for a longer period of time because they don't tell y'all this. And like I said, this is for somebody. When you have something going somewhere that it's not supposed to be, they don't tell y'all that we have to sometimes actually work on y'all for about 2 or 3 months to get y'all hoo-ha back down to regular size because you've been open so wide that your regular bowel movement cannot come out because you have to actually have it to where your muscles in your anus have to actually have some type of squeeze on something that can squeeze out. But if you so open, there's nothing to squeeze down on the poop. So therefore, that poop.
Bruh, how the hell did we get on that?
That whole AIDS thing, because I told you it's for somebody or something. Because I'm like, oh, I think what it is. And when you said you got some possible alphabet community people listening in, they can get offended. I'm like, well, let me give them a little bit of truth of what we see when they come in there.
Well, I want to say that was a hell of a business move on behalf of our first Black president, Obama, for giving them their whole entire dedicated month to go ahead and get crazy. It's y'all month, get crazy.
Do it.
Do your thing. Matter of fact,
bring that money to the hospital.
Yeah, do it in the open and, just bring us that money. And so it's actually, I didn't know it was that bad, bro. I thought because I thought that this is just me being naive and me staying away from books. No books. That it was actually becoming a lot more healthy and for the environment. That's why more people were starting to do it. But apparently it's never become.
No, they develop medicines that can pretty much keep it like what they call dormant, so to speak. And actually they say they have medicines right now to prevent it from being transmitted too.
Oh yeah, those the medicines that come on in the middle of the night, the commercials when your TV is supposed to be off, when you fell asleep watching something, watching anything, but then those commercials come on and they just show people running in the park and and daffodils throwing frisbees to their dogs, and next thing you know, it's all about preventing disease from butt sex. And I never even knew that, man. I'm like, come on, bro. This is not. Sometimes I will come upstairs and my wife be knocked out, and I'm just now got finished working at like 2:00 in the morning or something. Go to the microwave, fix something real quick, a little snack, what I mean? Then go upstairs, and I see those commercials on. I'm like, what the hell did she fall asleep watching?
Be so crazy. They show a person going to his room like this, and he's getting ready to sit down. He's like, oh, have you been having pain in your butt? Try Booty Pangon. It's like, it's so corny. They be like, they say. It's so crazy and cheesy. Like, try this Booty Pangon. He's like, you know what? Me and my partner, we used to blah, 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 because he's a really rough guy. But you know what? I can handle it now because I have Booty Pangon. It's like, what? Yeah. But again, it's just because it's sales, man. It's pharmaceutical.
Booty Pangon.
If I did not have any integrity, I would literally probably have a lot of my stocks in pharmaceuticals. Y'all have no idea how many people get with me. They buy us lunch and all this. We sit them down in front of a whole bunch of directors and whatever like that. They come in there, hey, this is new medication that we're getting ready to try to have go on the market. It's called this. It's been tested out on 10,000 people for the past 3 years. And here's the blah, blah, blah. Here's the side effects we're seeing in most of these people. Here's this, da, da, da. So what we want to do is be able to try to present this medication to you guys. We're going to give y'all a month's supply and da, 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 da. Let the patients know if they want to take this, what they're going to consent to, blah, 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 blah. And they do this stuff undercover with a bunch of different hospitals and things of the sort. And once these hospitals all over America, this particular medicine, if they're doing it and it seems to have really good results after they already tested it for 3 or 5 years, then that can be one of the things that you see on these commercials. Try Vavufa. Vavufa is a pain medication to blah, 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 blah. That's how it works. But I'm always like, I instantly just like, I'm going to eat your food, but I'm not about to.
Wow.
So I'm always one of the ones that like, Ty, how come you always say no? I'm like, of all the stuff we have out here in our world right now, y'all, how is it that we keep on coming up with new stuff? And if something is new and better than what we have already, then when you think they'll take the old stuff and just get rid of it, don't even use no more? Like if something came out that was better than, I'm just using this as an example, I'm not selling for Tylenol, but let's just say if something came out better than Tylenol and it just wiped Tylenol off the market, when you think they'll just get rid of Tylenol and just say Tylenol is not the thing no more because this new medication right here works better and it doesn't have all the side effects and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So I use a lot of common sense. That's why I like being in the role of being a director and everything now, because I don't want to be in the position to where it's like you are going to be treating patients and you're going to have to write some scripts. Nope. I'm not in.
Hey, Ty, how old are you again, bro?
I just turned 42.
Let me tell you something, man. When was your birthday?
February 1st.
February 1st. Oh man, you're first of the month, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Wake up.
Yeah, I used to love that song. I used to love Bone Thugs, bro. I used to think I was one of them back in the day.
Me too. You don't want to see them pictures. Bro, I had a butter.
Oh, for real?
Man, terrible.
Nah,
long
man,
hair
that
and
was
everything, braids all the way down here to my shoulders and stuff, man.
that was a phase that you were supposed to go through, man. That was just something. But the reason why I brought that up is because you like to, you don't really like to tout your accomplishments, and I don't look at that as a bad thing or a good thing. I look at it as like a humble, like that's not the reason why I'm here type of thing. Like I'm just like it's mentioned in passing type of thing. Just want to say, bro. And hopefully you already know this. You are a big deal, man. And wherever you, I just pray that you and your family stay prayed up, and you are protected, man. Because like you could potentially be one of our leaders, bro. I'm talking about politically, and do some phenomenal things for the entire country, man. You already are working behind the scenes, doing your thing, making sure you go to your smaller meetings, because I guess smaller meetings come before the bigger meetings.
Yeah.
So you're already doing that, and you're networking, you're shaking the hands you're supposed to shake, and you're getting in the rooms you're supposed to get into, and you're being invited into even bigger rooms, which is absolutely phenomenal. Just shows me that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And for that, man, I tip my hat to you. I don't have one on, but kudos to you, brother. I'm glad to even have made your acquaintance, and I appreciate you for all the hard work you're doing, man. For real.
Yeah, it's pretty much it all comes down to it. And all of us, everybody that's listening right now, everybody I believe have a gift or an ability or a talent that you can offer to the world, because that's the way I look at it. Everything that God has blessed me with and everything I have gone through, it was for me, because it made me a better person and a smarter person, a humble person, et cetera, et cetera. Yet at the same time, those gifts that God gifted with me, he let me know those are not for you. It's to bless others that are going to be around you. So anything that God gives me or blesses me with, be it talent, be it skill, be it word, be it deeds, I'm going to use it, because it's not about me. It's about others. Y'all have no idea. If there are some of my folks from these different facilities, from definitely in Florida, that are listening right now, they would tell y'all, I'm talking about helping people to the extent to where I would literally get off of work and have a lot of my friends' cars lined up in the parking lot. I would go out there and do oil changes with them, because Florida charges crazy to do oil changes. I tell them, no, you go buy the oil and all this, you just pay me this, and it's just in my heart. The stuff that I went through, the struggle, the mental freaking drainage it can have on you as a young child, and to be able to get through that, I just always I would try my best of my ability until the day that I leave this earth to try to help people as much as I can, from just, even if it's through conversation, even if it's through just helping them with something in their house, flipping something out. I'll come over there and help you move. That's just the person I am. And people feel weird about that in a way, like, no, man, how are you into all this stuff? And you know, you in medicine and all. I don't want to ask you to come. I will come and change your brakes on your car. It's no big deal. Just give me $40. They was going to charge me $300. Okay, but just give me 40. It's nothing to it. I got you. And the thing is with that, you don't know what blessings is going to come back to you. Not that I look for them, but when the Bible says it's more blessed to give than it is to receive, it's not talking about money per se.
Absolutely.
You can give your time like I do to mentees. You can give your knowledge like I do on YouTube, like you do on YouTube. You can give your positivity like you do on YouTube, LFR. Those things have an effect on people around you that you don't even know. And then if you happen to get out in public and people, I'm just telling you, they do. People freak out when they see you. They'll come, oh my God, they do all this. And my wife's like, oh, here we go. You know, they'll come. But the thing is, you don't know that you had that, you know, here, LFR, I mean, people don't understand this with people that are content creators a lot of times. You and I, folks looking at me and you right now, and they really think that you and I can see each other. They really think that we can see each other. We can't. I'm looking at a camera right there. LFR is looking at a camera, but according to the people that are watching us, it looks like LFR and I are looking at each other. So what I'm saying therefore is that when you actually see people out in the open, a lot of times they flip out. There's somebody here watching right now, her and her husband, they wanted to meet me. They came and pulled up to the gym. They was on their way from Chi-Town going back down to St. Louis. They pulled up in the gym. We hit it off like we were family because of the fact that her and her husband follow me on my channel. We hit it off like family, talk for about a good hour and a half in there. We didn't miss a beat. So what I'm saying therefore is the fact that you can sit there and give your time by pushing positivity, by talking about something on the internet at this black camera, for you to have that impact when you see people out and about, it means something. You know, it really does. And you just don't know the effect. I mean, when people are crying and telling that, when you talked about this thing, Ty, I went through the same thing too. I've never told anybody about this. And when you told me how you got through it and what you did, I went and tried it, man. And then and within 3 days, there was like, dude, I couldn't believe I battled with this for 15 years. And 3 days of because I told people, like, I told them what I had to do with certain things. I was like, I had to, like, when nobody was around, I'm like, I yelled, I screamed, I was sweating, I was snotting, I was biting the pillow, I was beating the pillow. I had to get this freaking stuff out. So this person that was battling something for 15 years, he went and did the same exact thing. And all of a sudden, this man coming, I met him. We talked dinner and everything. 15 years of him battling something. And you telling me, from me talking on YouTube about something, that was the answer that man needed. He had psychologists, he had psychiatrists, social workers and all that. And they tried to give him pills. And you telling me this man spending 3 days of him being by himself, just having some water and some snacks, just gonna be me and myself and I'm belting this thing out. And he did it. And this man is golden. So you just never know the impact, you know, that we have on people when we on here and we're talking. It seemed like it may not go nowhere, whatever like that. But I'm pretty sure you get them. You get emails and everything. People just saying things about it.
People are cool.
When you see that, that's the part that when the Bible, and I understood when he said it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. Because when you hear somebody's life being completely changed by you giving your word, it doesn't get old. That's why I'm in healthcare, healing people and helping people mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It never gets old. I never tire of it because everybody has a different story. Everybody came through some different journey. And yet at the same time, if they all arrive to where they are equilibrium and great and living and doing good, it doesn't get old, man. And that's what we're supposed to be here for. So any way that I can help anybody get through something that they're going through, that's what we're here for, man. And that's why right now, within this world, within this spectrum of what y'all call politics and everything like that, individuals like myself and other folks who are speaking out like this, that's why we are a threat, because they don't want to see you doing good on a mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually level. They don't want to see you doing good because that way, for example, I know it. Some of y'all, my MDs, they no hate, but y'all know I say this I say this at the workplace. I say this in the hospital and at the facilities. I say this. If people actually took care of themselves and were doing really good and they didn't have to rely on people in the medical field, there's no need for us. And that's what I tell people. So how can we get to a point to where there's no need for daddy government?
Wow.
How? And when we get there, then we become a threat. When you tell people you can do exactly what I'm doing, you can get yourself straight, you can live how you want, you can make as much money as you want to. You just got to be able to let me show you. Step through that door. That door is open. It's wide open. But somebody has said something to you. Somebody has put stuff in your head that got into your subconscious that just like me, that was scared to go get that water, you scared to step through that door. And that's the game plan. How is it that you, man, I'm telling y'all, that's why I say when I made that remark, I'll get back to this real quick. When I made a remark and I said that the Democrats take a playbook right from the church. And I start saying, because guess what? They will say things that make you feel good. But man, I've been, like you said, the church, I've been through it to where it does feel good when they up there and they're saying these things because you feel like something is going to happen. Something's going to change to motivate you, that God is going to do it. This chip off your shoulder. People in church shouting, people shouting, jumping and everything falling over and everything. You feeling good. You get that euphoria. But how is it that, man, I'm still battling this thing for a year? Something's wrong, man. Like, some ain't the God gonna do it. Say he will. Say, give your neighbor all that stuff. It feels good, but I was still going home battling what was going on up here. So, you know, when I try to go and talk to this particular minister, hey, man, hey, the streets, whoo, hey, I'm trying to work on my temper. I'm trying my best to work on my temper. But man, even within the church, you got some snakes in here, and I'm gonna square off on one of them. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to hate. If brother such and such say this to me again, I'm hitting him in his face, and I don't care. Y'all can call the police or whatever. Well, see what you got to do, brother. You know, see, God is gonna work on you. No. See, you said it up there when you were preaching. I'm talking about what do I need to? What do I? You know, you hear from God, right, sir? Well, yeah. Well, then what can I do to keep myself? Can you go talk to Brother Johnson? So tell him to quit saying this stuff to me. I'm for real. He need to quit calling me a bastard and a hoodlum and all that. You know, he need to chill on that. I'm trying to get here to do the right thing. I'm being real about this, man. So
hey, it's the handshake for me, God.
yeah, God, and see the Lord, you know, and then don't try to push my head and make me fall over, make people think that something powerful happened to me because it didn't, you know. So that's what I'm saying. So when you get to a point to where even when it comes to church, when you actually formulate that relationship with God, like I told you when I was younger, when I told you the story about me being on the floor,
right?
It's like I had to go back. Oh, why am I even asking this man? Then why am I even asking him? I'm gonna go back like it was that day on the floor. Okay, God. Whoo. Then God will speak to me, Ty. You said you want to work on your temper, right? Yeah. Well, I'm putting them right there because that's how you're going to be able to work on your temper. He has to sit there and keep doing it to you until you know that you've gotten over it. Oh, Lord. Okay. I got this. Brother Johnson, come on up there. Oh, here go this little hoodlum. Yep. I wish I was a saint like you. Boom. Uh-oh, here go this little bastard. Yep. I sure wish I had a daddy. No, actually, I don't want a daddy like you. So I mean, he kept trying, but then when he got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm getting a grip on this. All right, okay. Every time he would try to come and say something, then he got to the point to where I'm like, appreciate it, going about my business. This is a minister, a deacon in the church, right? So then at the same time, God was able to show me that just because people are in church don't mean that they're in church or that they have a relationship with me.
Absolutely.
He's literally letting the devil use him to say those things. Why would that man say something like that to you? You barely a teenager, and this man is saying it about you, knowing that you don't got your dad in your life. And then the devil will come in my head, yeah, you are a bastard, see, because your dad ain't in your life. All these other kids in church got daddies and everything too. Look at you. See there? And all he was trying to do is just discourage me from keeping coming to church. But I got the relationship with God. He has to do this time in order for you to get stronger. You say you want to work on cussing? Well, guess what? Now you're on this basketball team and track. You're going to have some of your buddies on the team that's going to be, okay, I almost did it, Lord. Okay, I almost cussed. Okay, I'm working on it. So that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying that for is this. A lot of things that people are seeing right now in Ty Smith. You know how many people have said to me, I bet your mom and dad are proud of you. Your mom and dad taught you well. No, I didn't have no mom or dad. You know, they don't know this. So what I'm saying that for is not to throw no shade at my mom or dad, but more or less of like showing people, look what God did, to where if you guys are impressed with the type of individual that I am, and y'all hear my story of what I've gone through, and I'm telling you I didn't have no mom or dad, I don't know what more evidence y'all need. I'm not trying to convince you to get on board with Jesus or God, anything like that, but all I'm saying is I have to give credit to what caused the change in me, and I'm not going to give credit to nobody else because they're not the ones that gave me the power and tenacity and persistence to get where I am right now. That Holy Spirit did. That's it. That's all. And I say that to anybody. If you feel that something else might work, by all means, go ahead. But what you're seeing right now, that is a result of what that power has done and how it's worked in me, whether you believe that or not. And this is not me trying to preach or teach or convince nobody that God is real and anything like that. I'm just telling you, with this dude, that's what happened, y'all. So that's it.
I take that. Listen, any day of the week, no doubt, 1,000%.
So that's what I'm saying. So to conclude that, man, What people see now, that's what I'm talking about. If I was still under that type of ministering and teaching to where nothing, all they did was said things to make me feel good, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Because this is what I'm telling you. If I was still under that whole thing to where people are telling me things that make me feel good, but there was no change in Ty Smith, they took that playbook from the black church and used it politically. And that's why they always come around a year or two before election time, and all of a sudden, now they're your friend.
Yep.
Black people, you guys are going through this. You
Like
got this. Watch how the Democrats start to preach about the migrant crisis. Watch. Mark my words. Watch how they start to come out all of a sudden. We need to close the border. Black communities are hurting. Black communities are this. They got migrants. You're going to have Democrats going around going, the black people got migrants in their cities, in their neighborhoods. They're causing mischief. They're causing crime. And the black community is suffering. And the black people going to probably they're going to probably fall for it again. Yeah, look at that. See, them Democrats speaking up for us. They speaking up and they're going to play y'all again. But at the end of the day, for decades, black folks, has there been any change? Has there been any change? Because if it is, why are y'all still in the same place y'all been in for the past decades? Why? If these people are really for you, then why are y'all in the same place y'all been in? There's no real change that happened. And you want to know why? Because speaking metaphorically, sort of, y'all really don't want the change. I wanted the change. I wanted to get rid of my mouth. I want to get rid of my temper. I wanted to get rid of all those things. And in order for me to do that, I had to be willing to go through the change. So what I'm saying that for black folks, as tough as it may be, we've always voted Democrat. My whole family, we always vote blue. You don't understand what my grandma went through. Well, your grandma, those days are over with. You know what I'm saying? If you want to still talk about we was Canes and we was Quains and we built this, you can keep on talking about that, but there's no progression in your life. You haven't progressed financially, spiritually, morally, emotionally. If you have not progressed, I can't help you. You have to want to. You have to want to be the change. And if you keep on doing things like the people do in church, these politicians are going to do the same exact thing. They're going to pimp you the same way these pastors that pimp you with no change happening. But they'll keep on saying things that make you feel good. Like, I got a bottle of hot sauce in my purse. I don't feel no wage tired. Come on, black folks. Y'all, come on. Same playing book, man.
And we're going to keep on clapping and moving in the direction that they want to move us, man. What's next for you, brother?
Next, pretty much is like I just told you, this is going to be interesting because what I'm doing is this Public Safety and Commission Relations Board is going to pretty much be a deal where certain interactions that happen between police officers and those possibly accused of committing a crime, whatever like that, we're going to be able to actually have some shape, form, or fashion of an intervention like type deal where we would go in, we get to get shown the body cam and all this, and I don't care who it is, I keep it 100. I will sit there and call a police officer out. No, come on now. I will sit there and call a person on the opposite end, the possible criminal. I will call him out. Why didn't you comply? That's all I'm saying. Why didn't you comply? He said it 7 times to you. Now, he didn't have to grab your throat and pull you out the car. Then that's the issue, right? I get it. But the biggest thing that we're doing this for is to really show people that it's not happening to us on a grand scale like they think it is. So my mentees are also going to be able to come in and either watch or sit in on these boards, and they're going to see, it don't seem like it's a whole lot of us that keep on getting arrested. Why it seems like it's more of the white folks and more of the migrants, the asylum seekers that are getting arrested. I don't see a whole lot of black folks in there, but if you watch it on YouTube, it seems like black folks getting arrested.
That's all that's getting arrested. Just all black people. That's it. Just blacks.
I say it can't be all of us always going to jail and stuff, because where come you see black people out when you go out in life? It shouldn't even be none, really, if it's at the scale of what they're claiming it is happening.
We're locked up.
Yep. And then we show them, we get to see, and then also we're going to be pushing for the police officers to be able to go into certain, well, they're already in some of these communities, but not just go there, but just to get out and just to talk to them, to show that, I said, it's going to show, for one, that you are really caring and you're concerned about them. Because right now, you wouldn't think this, but there are some grown police officers been in the police force for 15, 20, 30 years. And because of the current narrative, their hands are up. They're like, I can't even go and do it, because no matter what we say, we're racist. No matter what we do, we're racist. So unfortunately, when I got to talk with Donald Trump back in 2020, Trump was right. Trump was like, they're not going to want to hear nothing from white people. Even if the white person tell them the truth, they're not going to want to hear from white people. They're not going to want to, you guys are going to have to be pretty much like ambassadors to the community to show them that these police are not out for them. Because Donald Trump said this before this even happened. He said they're going to push a narrative and a rhetoric. He said it's going to be to where white people are going to be on the receiving end of racism, and it's going to be encouraged through programs. He called it out. He said diversity, equity, inclusion. He said, mark my words, it's something that came across my desk. It's going to be a new thing that's going to come out. He said pretty much it's going to have everything to do with these companies going to want to just say, we're only hiring them because they're black. We're only going to hire them because they're female. We're only going to hire them because they're homosexual or trans. He said, but straight people, especially if you're a straight white male, he said, you are getting ready to become the devil of this world. And he said, but black people, he said, you guys are going to have to be the ones to pretty much save all of us. He literally said that. And we sitting there and they're like, bro, no, like, no, what? Okay, I get, okay, look, okay. I was already skeptical of you, Trump, when you said fake news. And then I got the, experience myself. You were right. When he said it to us, we were like, okay, Trump. And then about when he lost the election and within a year or two in, what the freaking heck?
Exactly.
The dude was freaking right. It just completely blew our minds. Like me, Candace, Brandon, we all like, is this real? Like, it really happened. It's happening. But that's why right now they're so terrified if he gets back in there. And before I say this, go off whatever, I forgot to say, with Kayleigh McEnany, got this hat from Trump personally. And my girl signed it.
Kelly McEnany, she signed a joint.
Yep. I was trying to find my other stuff that got done to Trump, whatchamacallit on it and all that, but I also got this. I told him I want some more.
What is that? Hold on, whoa. Oh man, you got some winery from Trump?
Sent me two bottles of wine and then the glasses and everything.
Wait a minute. Wait. This brother.
I know. Let's close it out, folks. I'm tired of y'all. I promise you I'm not bragging. I'm just a dude.
Let me tell you something, Ty. Let me tell you something, bro. If you are, you aren't. That's your business, man. I ain't got no issue with people being proud of how God is blessing them, and like I have no issue. It's some haters out there. It's always some haters out there. Be like, man, why are you bragging? I don't give a damn. Let him talk. Listen. My whole culture is the music that we love the most is nothing but people bragging about what they got and what they about to get and who they smashed and who they about to smash and who they robbed and who they going to rob. So listen, he's bragging about, well, he's not even bragging. He's just mentioning certain blessings that have come his way. Bless you, bro. Yeah. Hey, well, I'm going to say this. Thank you so much for spending the time that you spent with us, man. I really appreciate it. And I wish you nothing but the best, man. Keep on fighting the good fight.
Absolutely.
And keep encouraging people like myself to want to learn more, to want to be more in the front, to be more of a leader, and to lead by example. Because you don't just want to lead, be all loud. No, you're leading by example. You got an amazing career, amazing family. You put God before everything. You still make sure you keep your mental and physical health intact, and you make sure that the community is extremely important to you as well. Everything that you like, you go by the Jordan B. Peterson, you make your own bed, but then you look outside to your community and you make sure that they can make theirs too. You teaching people how to fish and you showing people the next possibilities. When I was in sales, when I very first started raising my family, and I was working jobs that was nothing but commission only. And my wife was like, what the heck are you doing? Well, I was just trying to figure it out. But the things that encouraged me the most is when I would knock on people's doors, whether I was selling Amway, selling Pizza Hut coupons, or selling vacuum cleaners, or, whatever I was selling at that point. I would see their homes and they would open the door and I would ask them what they do for a living. And that right there would give me hope that if I, chase righteous success, then bro, I can get there one day. And I started teaching my children that, and each one of them started to pick it up, and my wife even started to pick it up. And now we're all moving in the trajectory we want to move in. So what you're doing, bro, you're making a hell of an impact, and I appreciate it. I really do, man.
Absolutely.
So for everyone that pulled up with Ty, and I don't know if you got your whole community with you, I want to say thank you guys for watching us have this conversation, for always for holding your guy down, letting him know that he's going to have some support no matter where he goes. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you continue to do that. LFR family, Hopefully y'all take notes so that when I go live on somebody else's channel, I want y'all to be there representing, even if I don't have a whole lot to say. You know, I like to ask the questions and sit back and listen. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna learn how to say some stuff. Give it time. Give it time. But when you're sitting in a room with someone who has just know when you're sitting in the room with someone that should do the talking. I'll just say that. And right now, I know who I'm sitting across, for real. And I appreciate you, brother. And you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Everyone else enjoy y'all Saturday. Love y'all, man. And I'm ending this broadcast. Y'all have an amazing day. I really appreciate all the super chatters and all of my blues, my moderators. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. And thanks again, brother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Till next time, bro. Y'all be blessed.
Till next time. Peace.